All right, here we are. We're live again for the Monday stream. What's up, guys? How's it going? We got a new set today. It's Weiss Schwartz Brown Dust. Weiss Brown Dust. We're going to say Hot Luffy Slab Break. And what else is pretty interesting on the table right now? Gym Challenge Vintage Pack Split. All right, so those are the three things. Gonna hit save on that. Let's go ahead and expand this. Let's grab the menu. Okay, we're gonna hit pause on that. Drop this in here. Hey, what's up, Mr. Ivan? How's it going, man? All right, so that's been pinned. Let's go ahead and turn on the ads. All the things we gotta do. Let's see. Wait, save on that. Oops, come on now. I'm genuinely not having a good time, Misker. Uh-oh. Tell me about what's going on, man. Sorry to hear that. There are. All right, let's see. Yeah, life's pretty crappy, man. Monday day. There's always something going wrong. And if something's too good for too long, eventually it goes wrong. All right. So, a recent payment to you did not complete. I see, okay. That's got to be fixed. Your package is now with USPS. Oh, that's good. All right, let's head over here and add a new product. So let's get this Weiss Brown Dust up. I feel terribly nauseous. Weiss Brown Dust case. Mister, is your TCC autograph available? It is, but that's a really expensive card, the Gyarados is, so I'm not exactly sure what to sell it for. Okay, so nothing popped up on eBay. Let me check the internet as a whole. Let's see. Brown Dust. You know what was interesting about this Brown Dust set? My supplier said he only had 2 cases of it. So that implies it was either not printed that much or it's really popular. One or the other. I can't find it on eBay. Let me check sold maybe. Give me a second here. Oh, it used to be on eBay. Now it's gone. Wow, it used to be so cheap. I paid so much for mine. That's crazy. How much did I pay for mine? Let me look into how much I paid for mine. Because mine were expensive. I see some sold ones. Let's see. Okay, so I got to scroll back up here. I have to know. Damn, dude. All right. Well, these are just, I guess they're just going to be expensive. I don't know. Is this a really popular set? I don't even know what's in it. I guess it's just hot girls, I assume. But let me see. So, you can't find a sealed case of it. Let me try this. Weiss Brown Dust. Instead of asking for a case, let's just type in Weiss Brown Dust and then go by highest price. Yeah, I'm getting pretty tired of everything costing so much, man. God damn, dude. The hobby needs to like cool off or something. Yeah, so there's no cases for sale, just really overpriced signatures. So somebody's paying big money for the signatures in this set. Wow, that sucks, man. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and choose a price for the case then. I can't restock it. Divided by 12. Eh. And then let me see eBay's, eBay's booster box price at least. Obviously, cases are way better than booster boxes because booster boxes can be, the person who owns the booster box, he might have already searched for the signatures and now he's just selling you cold boxes. In fact, I can almost guarantee you that's happening to a degree. Let's see. So like this guy here, he's selling some boxes, but he's not selling a case worth of boxes. What's up with that? Well, there's a very good chance the reason for that is because he pulled out like an SSP and then said, all right, well, the rest of these are for sale now. So let's see. I might just go with the high price for now until a major pull is pulled, and then we might reduce it afterwards. Okay, so that might be the strategy here. And let's see how many packs in a box. That's what we gotta do next. Packs. How many packs in a box? All right, we're a little bit late, by the way, to get today. I laid out in the sun today and roasted in the sun a little bit. Try to get some sunlight. There we go. Fix the camera a little bit. Have to close this, huh? There we go. There's that OP slab break. That's nice. Let me know for I can add with this art I have. Is this pre-recorded? So I have the Gyarados, but I don't really know what to value him out. I think I should start by understanding what the price of, like, oh snap, is that like a box topper? I think I should start by knowing what the price of a let's say PSA 3 or 4 on that shadowless base set Gyarados would have been, so that I know, yeah, at least roughly what I'd like to get on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's only 10 packs per box. Wow. Only 10, huh? Brown dust. That's pretty harsh. So this is a very much like the other set, the other sneaker bunko set, QA bunko. This is very similar to it. It's a new set that only comes with 12 booster boxes, and the 12 booster boxes only come with 10 packs. What did we set QA bunko to? Let me see. QA bunko. Oh, it's called GA bunko. I take it back. GA bunko was set to 13, so this is also going to be set to 13 probably. It's probably going to be the same price. Brown dust to $13. There it is, everybody. Brown dust is in. Pricey little set. Can't restock it even. I don't even see where to restock it at. But ours is a fresh case. It is brown. Oops. Dust 2. We're going to say Weiss, Schwartz, brown dust 2, Japanese. All right. 10 booster packs, oops, per box. All right, we're going to say that. We're going to set the price to 13. We should set the product image, right? So we're going to say Weiss brown dust booster box, maybe? Okay, let's go to images. So we need to set the image for it. Oops, that's not what we want. Take me back. It's weird, it's filling out the whole screen. Oops, I don't want to click that either. That's so annoying. Let's see what this saves as. Oh, a web file, of course. Dude, I'm tired of web files. How about this one? What does this save as? JPEG? Let's try this. Okay, so we're going to try to upload this image real fast, everybody. Try and get this in one shot. Upload file. We're going to select files. We're going to grab this booster box brown dust. And we're going to choose set product image. Okay, and then publish. Let's just see what happens. Let's hit refresh. And it appears to have worked. I mean, it's a smaller image than maybe I wanted, but it works. That's brown dust. So we're set. Brown dust is uploaded. Let's jump over here. Also, let's change the category it's in from uncategorized to, come on. Weiss will be at the bottom, right? It is Weiss Schwartz, Japanese. I believe it's Japanese, correct? Yeah, it's Japanese. All right, so we're gonna make those changes. We're gonna click update. There it is. It's in Weiss Schwartz brown dust, a cheap and affordable $13. Cool. All right. Inventory end date. I sent a question through DevLab, we need to update the inventory amounts as of 12/31/25. All right, so, man, let's go ahead and mark as unread. Julie from Patreon, welcome to Patreon. Here, we delete that, delete this, delete this. Client portal question reminder. Okay, I'm going to leave that alone. All right, we're just deleting some emails. We have a Sergio. Let's see if there's any interest in a gem pack battle. Gem pack battle. Oh, a spot in the gym break. Is that what you're talking about? All right, so Mr. Sergio wants to do a gym battle for this thing right here. He's offering to go in on half of a spot on this gym break. So we need another person to send 24, okay? So that's what we're looking for. Now let me turn the iPad on and see who's here. So we start a little bit late, guys. I woke up a little bit late. Let's see. Storm cleanup continues at Lake of the Ozarks. Wow. Wow, people were like losing homes. Are you serious? I see this home and there's a tree collapsed into it. Oh, dang, dude. Look at this. Look at this home. Wow. Yeah, on 4th of July, we got like these gale winds. It was crazy. They just kind of blew through instantly. People had their homes crushed. I had no idea. That's nuts, man. It happened so fast. It only lasted a minute. All right, so let's see what we got here. Here it is, Weiss brown dust. I'm gonna click on that. I'm gonna hit pause. Welcome, guys, to the stream. And now I'm gonna expand the menu, pop out chat. There it is. Good. We got Wiglet, Zenobius, Jared, Line all the time. Is that what your name is? Local Soul Reaper, Ivan. We've got Miss Cat. Hello, Miss Cat. And there's Surge. That could have been you. Yeah, actually it could have. We do have a tree nearby and pieces of it did break off. It's a dead tree. We haven't gotten it removed because it's not too close to us. It's a little close to our neighbor though, so maybe we should just remove it and be safe. All right, we've got a couple orders in here. Let's get started. One Piece Day Slab and a Luffy break spot, Garrett Nadald. And then One Piece Day PSA 10 Slab, Luffy break. Garrett, I think you sent the same order twice, not remembering that you had already sent for it. So I think you might need a $125 refund, or if you prefer store credit, we can do that too. Let's get some slabs off. Unless you want another One Piece Day slab. I actually have more than one. You feel like stocking up on them. Here it is. So that is sold to Mr. Garrett. Have you beefed with your neighbor lately? No, I stay indoors. I don't talk to them. Did you get my email for shipping, says Toasty Space Ghost. An email, you say? Nope. No email for shipping. Let me show you that Gmail address again in case you need it. TheCardconomist@gmail.com. Unless it went to like my spam or something. I don't know why I would do that though. All right, let's put this in for Garrett Nadald. You asked me for my address. It says Toasty Space Ghost. I sent a couple weeks ago. Could you, okay, so it's something I probably would not remember at this point. Could you just take that email and bump it real fast? I'll reread it. See what's going on with that. I mean, you should have received a tracking number. If we correctly printed out your label, you would get a tracking number to that email. That's yours. He also asked for a spot in here. Yes, sure thing, thanks. Said the first one didn't send. Apply the second order to Slab away. Okay. I'll double check it just in case, okay? I'll log into PayPal because we're in the emails. I've just spelled your name wrong on one of either your slab or this card. The A and the U, I've probably got them mixed up. It is. Here's the OP bag. All right. Yeah, so he was talking about that Gyarados, huh? You guys want to see something? We did some Cardconomist grading last night. And here's one of the things that got encapsulated. Pretty neat, right? Look at that. So I don't have a price for this. I think he would have probably graded like PSA 3 or PSA 4. He's a lovely card. He is packed fresh, but he's got some problems where, you know, like it's where the plastic touches the card. It's almost like a glue problem. And so the card could never grade 10. In fact, it probably would never grade even above 5, although you never know until you actually grade it. Oops, turn this down. Let's listen to my music. All right, so this is going to say, let's say PSA 4, Shadowless Gyarados. Should be like a couple hundred, maybe like 200. Oh, not even 200. Okay, cool. So he's pretty affordable, actually. Am I looking at this right? Looks like I am. Huh, that's so affordable. I have to look into potentially adding these to the stream if they're so affordable. All right, because, you know, I could see us hosting a break on a card like that. So what I'd like to do is offer this card at a, what I think what a reasonable price might be. Let's go ahead and put a price tag on it. Brown Dust, guys, it's here. I just forwarded the original email. Ow, my hand. All right, let's grab this. We're going to set it to 140. Now remember, this is completely packed fresh Gyarados from the sealed deck. It was a starter deck. And I signed it, and then we encapsulated it. This really is my signature. This is how you can show people it's authentic. And it's just a cute card. All right, now let's go take a look at this email. You were talking about... Uh-oh, it says that chat disconnected. Is it still working? You were talking about potentially adding this to your slab away. Oh, okay. I was going to say maybe too many items in slab away at some point. Let's see. So I didn't get your name. What's your name, Mr. Toasty Space Ghost? It just says Tim on it. What would be the name of the order associated with this? Like your bag name. Let's call it that, your bag name. Give me your bag name and I'll be able to look this up. And then let's jump over here to our labels here. So the fastest way to figure this out is we just look your name up. It should be Toasty Space Ghost. Oh, so on the bag, you're saying it would say Toasty Space Ghost. Is that right? It's a bit, that's pretty rare, but let me look, okay? I'll type in Toasty. No label for Toasty. Toasty. So we have a, it says here we do have a saved, here, let me try the whole name. Maybe that's why I didn't find it. I just typed in Toasty. I didn't type in the full name. So let me try the full name. I'm going back to my label history. It takes a while for it to load. It always takes like, there it goes. It takes like 15 seconds, I guess. There it is. It says we printed a label last for you on 9/21/2025. That's a long time ago. So my conclusion is we've never printed you a label. What are we shipping? Could you tell me what we're shipping? Is it a bag? Is it slabs? Let me take a look into what you actually say here. So you don't discuss with me in the email what it is we needed shipping on. Let's see. We have an email for you, huh? Let me see if I can find you. Bag is solo leveling cards. Nice. Can I ask where you paid for shipping? Was it on the website? Was it on PayPal? Let me just figure that out too. So you're saying the bag would be Toasty Space Ghost? Let's jump over here. Ooh. Here, let's bring this whole box down. Through Venmo. Okay, so now I know where to look for the payment. Here's Trevor, Toby, Travis, Trenton. Okay, so that's not a good start. So right off the bat, I don't see your bag in here. When you paid on Venmo, would it also say Toasty Space Ghost? All right, here we have 2 emails for shipping for Toasty Space Ghost, but I don't see Venmo. Let me try it over here. Toasty. Here we are, Venmo, June 14th, Toasty Space Ghost, 1 case, solo leveling 3, and shipping, please. Thank you. Okay, so that would be a booster box. Maybe you got put in the TA box, Or maybe your bag is sitting right next to me because it was supposed to get a label and I didn't have it. Terry Mills, Takata, Tavon Richardson. That sounds like a really old. Let's see, T-I-T-H. So sometimes when I'm waiting for someone's label, I actually set their bag to the side because I'm waiting to create a label for that bag. Oh no, here's an Arturo bag. We need to get this with the rest of his stuff. He ordered shipping, so he needs to go out. He had so much stuff. He was all this stuff in the overflow. Funny, we just unearthed it there. Here's NHCC, here's Six, here's Jeff, here's Toasty Space Ghost. All right, so that's exactly what happened. Your bag was placed to the side as we awaited an email with your shipping address in it. I must not have received the email. That must have been it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and create you a label now, and I appreciate your patience. Sorry, looks like you ordered it a while back on June 14th, so you've waited a couple weeks, maybe like 2 to 3 weeks. The good news is Miss Alexis comes in today to do the shipping, so you should be going out pretty fast at this point. My bad, dude. Maybe we were discussing something, like, I don't know, or maybe I just never got that email to my actual email address. All right, so we got the bag. The label is calculating. Looks like everything's going to be all right. And we found an additional Arturo bag. Let's go put this in Arturo's shipping box because he ordered shipping too. Let's see. Mr. Arturo. Here he is. Arturo, he loves those junk packs. That's all junk pack stuff for him. All right, this lovely Gyarados is probably sold. How did I price him? Basically, I priced him around the price of a PSA 4 Shadowless Gyarados, and then I slapped on $40 for the encapsulation. So you're not really paying any special price for the signature. We're just treating it like it was maybe like a PSA 4 Gyarados. So I thought that was pretty fair. I didn't want to ask too much. He's cool. He's from a video. So you can say, hey, look, this one came from this video. Okay, we're going to hit print here. And there it is. We have Toasty Space Ghost's label. I just got a text message from Miss Alexis, so I wonder if she's coming over early. If she is, we're going to stop what we're doing, and I'm going to get all the shipping ready for her. I could have done it before the stream, but usually she shows up late. So let's see. She says, is shipping ready? No, but I could make it ready. Damn it. She's coming over earlier than anticipated. Hey, look, so we can make it brighter in here. Do you guys like that better? You know, it really is not so bad in here with just one light. Maybe that's the power of the iPhone. We have a dim light for the whole stream, and it's really not that bad. Hey, guys, check out this Nidoking for the Pokemon card lovers out there. That's a gym challenge card, by the way. Mystery, can you add an energy card with dividing line and add it to the pack split so you don't forget? Give me a moment. I haven't processed your order yet, actually. We've been jumping around between a lot of different orders. We have to do something for Garrett Nadal. So we're actually needing to finish Garrett Nadal's order. It's because we got, right at the beginning of a stream, there's always a lot of little things to do. Mister, ever find another hits bag of mine on the table? Are we confirming all raws are shipped out? Yeah, I didn't see another hits bag for you. But if we do run into it, I'll let you know, okay? But I think when you ordered shipping, I probably picked it up and went and moved it into your box. I just, you know, it's funny how the brain can create false memories, but your bag's not here, so I think it's a real memory. So we got this little baggie because you have recent orders. Make sure it's you. What the hell? That was weird. All right, here we go. Okay. So we're logging into PayPal here, and what I'm doing is I'm confirming, yes, there are 2 Garrett Nadal payments. So Garrett Nadal, you did a double order by mistake, and he asked me to apply it to his Slab Away. We're going to get that done for him. Here it is, Slab Away. Garrett with the G. Okay, so let me use my calculator so I don't mess this up. 260 minus 125. 135 remains. Man, I think you got a good deal on that Dragonite card. 340 seems cheap for it because, you know, I've seen a lot of poker cards going for 400. Let's see. Miss Kayla says, She wants me to try Cacao Disney. Now, I have heard about Cacao Disney. I've mostly avoided it so far. Okay, let me just mark that unread. I'll finish reading the whole message a little later. Okay, our next step is to get the oldest order and take care of it. So let me just refresh all the channels. So that's my soul bag with you then, just the one. That's what it appears to be, Mr. NHCC. And you know what? Once your cards are over there with you, we won't have to worry about that as much, because now it's like, it's so easy to track a single bag, you know? All right. Yeah, the double guessing is because you had so much. It's almost like, you almost need like a, I don't know, like a video recording of your stuff or something like that. The more you get, the harder it is to remember it all. Sergio, L12, let's see if there's any interest in a gym pack battle. Any interest in a gym pack battle? You guys ready? So Sergio wants a gym pack battle. Let's see. Gym challenge spot break. $24, 1 and 2, Sergio. All right, so we have a gym challenge spot. Sergio's in there. It's $24. You can join it. Huh, honey, huh, honey. What? You don't want me to start another mess again? I like your messes. Sometimes they stress me a little bit, but it's, you know, it's not a big deal. It's funny when people worry about maybe me missing a bag or something. I would never in 100 years would I ever keep anyone's cards. None of your cards are worth anything to me. They're like a drop of money. Honestly, they're such a small amount of money compared to how much I care about my reputation. So I can give you pretty much a pure guarantee. If I were to ever find anything that was yours, it's just going to be sent right over to you. You're going to thank me for it. You're going to feel very confident in the channel, and you're going to come back and keep spending, and so will everyone else. But yeah, I mean, I've got a pretty good collection. I'm not interested in anyone's cards. There's a point where it's not about money anymore. It's just about doing a good job. And I could probably quit. I could probably quit this job today, sell all my cards on eBay and auction, put it all into the stock market, and just be retired. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm retired at this point, and this is just us having some fun now. So we'll always take care of you, NHCC, and that's true for all of you guys. And that's why sometimes you guys, you know, if you ever go out there to like a weird whatnot guy or like a 17-year-old guy who just started a whatnot account, you go, hey, maybe I'm going to go back to TCC because I know he doesn't mess with the product. He just, it's not, you know, it's like against who I am as a person to do that kind of stuff. I get very angry very quickly, especially when the rules are broken. All right, here's Mr. Jesus Aguilera, 1 Final Fantasy Magic Pack and 2 Ascended Heroes. Mr. Jesus Aguilera, I was hoping you'd come back. Let's see. I thought I'd never see you again. Here we are. Yeah, that's one of the advantages over here is I'm at a point in life where all I care about is doing a good job. I don't really care about anything else. Let me see what Alexis is saying, by the way. She might be saying she's coming over. There we go. I see numbers. I see like figures, sales come in. And they've just been coming in for 7 years. And, you know, there we go. Very good. And we'll put this where? We'll put this over here. There we go. Mr. Been keeping my bulk and energy cards. Yeah, that's true, I guess. All right, 1 Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering. You ready? Here it is. So we got Ascended Heroes and Final Fantasy. This is a big order. Yeah. Wonder if that Final Fantasy is ever going up. I sent the money as well. I'll do shipping as well. Ooh, sounds good. Okay, so, oh, and let me see what Miss Alexis is saying, by the way. She says, I'll be here in about an hour or 30 minutes. Okay, so we're going to process like another order or two. And then what I'm going to have to do, guys, I'm going to have to stop and I'm going to have to grab all the shipping and walk it down to Miss Alexis's little shipping station because she's coming over early, much earlier than usual. She usually comes over at like 7 or 8, but today she's coming over at 4. So we got to get that shipping ready. All right. There's no way a kid just hit a gold error god pack from Pitch Black. He got all gold Darkrai. I was just broke for a bit, Mr. Law. Mister, did you steal when you were homeless? I never stole. My whole life, I never stole. That's why when people talk about, you know, eat the rich and, you know, your behaviors are justified, bad behaviors are justified if you're poor, I never agree with that, ever. And that's because if you sort of commit yourself to good principles like working hard, earning what's yours, you will just be rich later in life. If you commit yourself to sort of like the easy low path, like, oh, you should just steal then, never going to work. In the long run, the people that get rich are highly productive and very strict. So those people become rich, and people who are sort of like, let's see, they sort of get blown around in the wind. They don't have any rules. They don't stick to their rules. They just do whatever feels good or whatever feels right. Those guys do not make it as far, in my opinion. You don't get A's in school. You don't get the very difficult, tricky job. Your managers don't like you. Your girlfriends don't like you. And eventually you screw up. So, you know, it's, for me, life's always been super, 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 super strict. Strictness is important. Maybe not on food. But look at me, I can't tolerate that either. That's why I got on that weight loss drug. So I can't tolerate anything that's not right. It's just, it's like the lemon grab guy from Adventure Time. It's unacceptable. Here's the darkness crystal. Ooh. Here we go. Summon Piramo Garuda. What's up, Ivan, the ultimate sniper? Here's Gaius Van Balsar. Here's a line. Yeah, you should have met me when I was younger and started dating. Every now and then I would have like a girlfriend, maybe Karis, and she would make me like late for something. And you should see how fast I go crazy if I was late for like school or late for anything work related. I would lose my freaking mind. I was like an absolute demon if you made me late for work or you made me late for school. And I'm still that way, sort of. I do show up late for the stream, though. But now it's a different... Lateness is a different kind of thing. Lateness is like if somebody loses their card and doesn't get it back or something, you know, that kind of stuff. So I still go crazy, maybe just in different ways. I think my mom was that way. I think that's why she was so crazy. Here's Yuna and Jador. Ooh. Mister, it's called autism. It might be autism. I don't know. Might be stick up the butt-ism. Here we are. Let's see. I'm the same way with video games. If I see something go wrong in the video game, I just kind of go nuts. You know, I just start losing my mind until it's fixed. And so that's what makes games so fun. Here's Sprigatito. Ooh. All right. I don't think anyone in my family had autism. I think it's more like OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder. I think my mom might have been OCD. Here we are. All right. I'm not saying I don't have autism, but I'm saying I think that this behavior is more like, you know, your brain can't let it go if it sees something it doesn't like. There it goes. All right. Sprigatito. Mr. Jesus, let's grab your bag. Yeah, if I see something I don't like, I'll think about it just about 1,000 times per minute. And then my brain will write a whole book of things to say. It'll be a whole book. And then I'll go write about it online, and I'll have to like kind of condense it into a couple paragraphs. And I'll have to like delete the message, because I have to write it so many times, right? But I'd like to write the whole book of my thoughts, and I realize no one's ever going to read that. So I have to condense it over and over and over and over again. There it goes. All right. Unacceptable. That's right, Tyler. But I'm the same way with your cards. It's all got to be right. So, speaking of which, I've got a label to print for Phoebe. Something sold on eBay overnight. I got to get that giant Gengar down to Miss Alexis, too. So we're going to get that Alexis Gengar shipping. We're going to grab this label. What did I sell? A booster box of My Little Pony just sold for $150, which is pretty good because I originally bought the booster box for $30. So it went from $30 to $150. That's like a times 5. That's not bad. You know, you still have to remove like the eBay fee. Okay, this will say box My Little Pony. Alexis is a bit younger than me. I wonder if she actually just watched this show like a normal, you know, like she's the target audience. She would have been the target audience at her age, not the older guys. TRG, the TCC slab is priceless. Here we are, let's see. So, Ivan Rodriguez, the Gyarados slab. All right, very good. Should I take a picture of this somewhere? I better take a picture of this because I want to remember it. Let me respond to her. I'll say, sounds good. And then let me go ahead and jump over here in the TCC returns. Now, if you guys didn't get to see all the cards that we graded, go to the TCC returns channel in the Discord server. Ah, yeah, so this one does need a picture. Okay, give me a second here. Just a grainy cell phone photo. Okay. Close this. Yeah, check these out. You ready? Cubone, the Blockbuster card, Quip's Ditto. How cute is that? Quip's Dragonair. That one's for sale. That's Hot Camacho's Psyduck. Instead of accepting the prize of the break, he took home the Psyduck instead. And there's that Gyarados. We just took a picture of it. Very cool. All right. So this shall say Ivan on it. It's called autism. I think it's called anger. I'm going to have to take anger management classes, guys. Before I start punching walls. Just messing with you. Let's see. Ivan, shipping. So let me get that shipping for you as well. Let's see. Did you want your bag shipped as well? Do you have a bag? You have a small bag here. Oh, wait. I will send you pictures of the ones I have. Let's go ahead and type in... Now, we did get the label for Toasty Ghost, right? Yes. So, Ivan Rodriguez. Okay, Ivan. Now we just need the label to calculate. Like when people draw on the energies. No bag? What? What do you mean? That's a bag. Oh, are you saying leave in the bag? Okay, we'll leave the bag. No problem. I recently found out that CGC grades custom art Pokemon cards. Oh, that's cool, man. I was thinking of doing that. I was thinking of grading or authenticating your drawings for you guys. I don't know if CGC does that for all drawings. Let me go ahead and print. Okay, Ivan Rodriguez, good. Now, you guys know I do have to get the shipping ready for Miss Alexis. She's going to come over and start the shipping real soon, so I might stop and do that in a second here. Let's get this next order done. Here's Christian Whitfield. Let me get 5 of the new brown dust. Hope you had a nice 4th of July. Yes, and now the brown dust is here, and it's ridiculous. You can't even restock it. There's no one selling it. My guy only had 2 boxes of it. He said, I have 2 boxes of it. I was like, dang. So I immediately knew the fact that he was telling me that, he was implying that it's already sold out. This. And then he made me pay actually a pretty heavy amount for these. Ready? I have 2 of your wife's drawing. Nice. Yeah, I walked into her room, and she's got, like, all these papers lying about, and she's got a whole bunch of drawings. I think she's making up her own, like, cartoon character. Yeah, so that's really cute. Whoa! Holy mommy. Yo! I was not expecting that. That's pretty lewd. That's like ass up baby kind of lewd. Okay, let's hide that. We don't need any more of that. Jesus Christ, dude. All right, let's see. We've got, hey, I recognize these. These are the same characters from this other brown dust set. So we have brown dust over here. Now, these are really cheap. These are really expensive. Very interesting. But the Weiss Schwartz brand must carry a premium. Okay, okay. Here's the Frost Girl. Here are the girls, and they're like hanging out in the sauna. Man, she's got sausages? Oh my God, bro. Okay, let's see. What is this? Damn, dude, this is like the lewdest card set I think I've seen printed. That's the thing about cards. Every time you see an artwork and you're like, this is the best artwork, you got to appreciate that you're not far away from a new artist just making, you know, a one-up on the latest thing. All right, here you are. Okay, and no mega signature snipe right off the bat there. No mega signature snipe. I might as well take these guys and pop them up here because I need a restock on these. There we go. All right, very lovely. All right, I don't know about that bunny image. It's gonna get our stream turned into an 18+ stream. There it goes. All right, but know that you have it. And that's Christian Whitfield. All right, Mr. Christian Whitfield. Christian Whitfield, we added some naughty channels in our Discord server finally. We used to have them a long time ago, and then I removed them, and now I've added them back in. I put Cheese in charge of them. All right. Very nice. What's next? Miss Kayla Taylor, 2 Panini Mario packs, and I sent you a Discord message for after the stream. 2 Panini Marios. Let's see. Oh yeah, the Katakawa, or Kakawau, however it's pronounced. There you go. Disney Kakawau. We take it law. Of course, Cheese is in charge of them. Yeah, Cheese has kind of come back into our lives. And I think he's well suited for a channel like that. I don't know why. You know, one of the ways he actually got in trouble, he got himself in trouble in the Discord server a while back. But one of the things that was going on was maybe a little too much inappropriate, you know, kind of memes and stuff like that. And now it won't matter because we have channels for that. So now it won't matter. Probably should have never deleted them in the first place. Ready? We've got Green Toad, King Boo, some Silver Hollows, One-Up Mushroom. Here's Toadette, and here's Monty Mole. Here we are. Not the Monty Mole. What's this? Okay, Snowboarding Mario. Wow, he's good at everything. Golfing Daisy. And Golden Flying Koopa Troopa. Very nice. Next pack. Here's a Light Blue Yoshi, Baby Peach, Baby Daisy. Here's Mario and Yoshi, King Babam, and Cheep Cheep. All right, lovely. Did you see the Xbox news? Yeah, you know, so far I have no complaints about the new CEO. I was actually kind of worried she was going to be another sort of like, you know, disconnected from reality female CEO who chooses to do something stupid like rebrand Cracker Barrel or rebrand Budweiser, Bud Light. I was worried she was going to be another one of those. But so far she's come in and she's firing everybody. And actually, that's fantastic. That's what probably really should happen. If Xbox has been failing, she should just go fire everybody and get new blood in because the current people failed. That's how it's supposed to work. So I'm very happy to hear that she's just firing a bunch of people. I don't like that people are losing their jobs. You know, they got mortgages and all that stuff. But business is fundamentally a competition. You have to win. You can't lose. If you lose, people get laid off. She said they were losing like 64 cents on every dollar they invested. Just lost. Money just lost. I think she said that in a like Twitter post or something like that. And yeah, she was talking about how there were so many teams and they were all just sort of unmanaged, but at the same time, they were like independent, but at the same time, there was like 19 layers of management. And it was like, perfect, fire everybody. You know what I mean? But again, I wouldn't be saying that if they had just released good games. They never did. That's on them. That's not on Microsoft. Doesn't owe you a job. If you get hired to make a video game and you don't produce anything good, you're fired. That's just how it is. Now you have to go produce bad games for someone else who hires you because they're unlucky. This economy is brutal for workers. Yeah. Well, it's the same like if you want to be like a musician, right? You're probably not going to make any money. So if you choose to go into working on video games, it's sort of like a fine art, I would argue. There's a lot of technicality to it, but you better damn well be working on a video game that people actually want to play. When was the last time Microsoft released an exclusive that I wanted to play? I can't tell you, because they haven't done that in like 10 years or however long it's been. So they've got to go. You got to get more people in. And honestly, every time I heard about Microsoft, it was always like some conversation about, you know, DEI or women in the workplace or blah, blah, blah. How about just release good effing games? Tell us afterwards about the team who made it. I don't care who made it. Anyone can make it from anywhere in the world. I don't care. It could be somebody missing a leg. It could be somebody from, it just doesn't matter, okay? It could be anyone from anywhere, any religion, any sex, any sexual identity. I don't care. But they just weren't releasing games. And then they would highlight how diverse they were. So I'm glad she's going in and just firing a bunch of people, because that's actually a fix. The next thing they have to do is bring in geniuses. They have to bring in artists that are the best. That's it. That's the measure. The measure isn't whether you fit like a color panel. Are you the best? That's it. And then just go make a good game, and let's get some effing games in society already. It does feel like video games have been in a slump for a while, doesn't it? It feels like video games have pretty much not been producing anything interesting for a long time. Then you get like a video game from Software or something like that, and it's the best video game you've ever played in like 10 years. And you're like, how the hell is this so good? Well, maybe because it was made exclusively by Japanese mother effers, you know what I mean? So it's like, if you need to hire a whole team of only Japanese guys, just do it. Just get it done already so we can have good games. So that's a big problem in all industries, is when your focus is on some sort of like political statement about who gets hired, rather than just hiring whoever makes it best. Like if you're trying to make clocks, hire the clock makers. Don't tell me about like some diverse cast of people from every corner of the world you hired. Hire everyone who's good at making clocks and be done with it. And then we'll have really good clocks. They don't do that. They don't do that in corporate America anymore. They got really politicized. But I think her firing everyone is a step toward that. They're saying, okay, we might go back to just hiring on talent. And that could be anybody at all. It really could. That's the beauty of merit. The beauty of merit is that it doesn't discriminate. It's just based off of who's producing good stuff. All right, here's Dawn. Ooh. But, you know, BioShock had the exact same problem. Remember Andromeda? Super, super silly. It was just terrible. Andromeda Mass Effect was a huge flop. Terrible. Here's NHCC. Give me a spot in the gym pack, and I'll accept Sergio's gym battle for a spot as well. All right, so we know what the next order is. I'm going to stop here and get Alexis the shipping, okay? So you guys send in some orders, but she's going to be over here any minute now, and I need to get the shipping down to her, okay? So I'm grabbing all the slabs that we just got prepared, like Garrett Nadal bought this guy. Now, I have another one of these, so I'm going to put it up on the table, okay? So I'm going to grab another one of those. USA plays tonight. A lot of buildup after the denied appeal. I'll be right back. All right. So... let's see, she's gonna need a My Little Pony box. Pull this over here. All right, let me get this box. All right, we got all this. So I'm gonna put this, let me grab the Gengar and put it there first. Oh, yeah. Let me put the Gengar into a trash bag. Whew. All right, that's all set up. Look at that cute Pikachu. Let me have a quick cough. Now, let me go ahead and contact her and let her know it's ready. It's ready. You'll need to carry it downstairs. Don't trip. Also, the large Gengar plush is a shipment as well. Ships by himself. All right. There we go. Let's get rid of this menu here. I feel like I sold my physical games too soon. Pretty sure they're probably about to blow up in value. Look at that. All right. So we're on to NHCC. Give me a spot in the gym pack, and I'll accept the gym spot battle. So there you go. You're going to end up with potentially 2 spots. The sound your door makes when you come back in cracks me up. Boof. Yeah, I blast it open, don't I? So there it is. Now we need the baggie for this. What do we have here? We have, that's a gym break. That was for Quip's drawing. The cheap split. So I believe technically the gym break is in the cheap split bag. So that will be the gym break. All right. So you're in there now. You're the first person in there, actually. Here it is, guys. Gym challenge. We got the first person in there, and this will be the second spot as well. It's a vintage booster pack. All right. So step number 2. Let's get this rolling. Put on battle music. Battle music. Nah. Maybe if it was like a really huge break. This one's a simple one. There we go. Ready? We'll call it a battle royale. Okay, so who ordered first? Sergio did. So it goes like that. Ready? Okay. There we go. Sold my Sega CD games back in the day. The game developers need to go back to the way it used to be, caring about their main game instead of DLCs and add-ons and loot boxes, and just focus on the main game. Well, it's funny you should bring that up, because we were conversing about that. We were talking about physical games versus digital games, and I was explaining the reason why developers release a game and then immediately release a DLC is precisely because GameStop isn't allowed to sell DLCs. So in other words, when you buy DLC, it's a purely digital content. Right? So you go buy a physical copy of a game, that's one sale, but then you sell it to your friend Bob, and the gaming company that produced the game misses out on a sale. They lost 50% of the sales because of the physical copy of the game. Well, so when they release a digital DLC, there is no physical copy of the game for that. So they finally collect the money that they wanted. Here goes, to make the video game financially viable. Sergio gets Articuno. NHCC gets Rapidash. Ooh, what a close round. What a close round. Articuno wins by 10 HP. Round 2. Oh, Meloetta is a really good one. But it doesn't win against a Ditto. Ditto uses Transform. That's a tie. Next round. Oh, Raticate's no good. He beats a couple Pokemon. but not Togekiss. You're tied up now. It's 1-1. All right, last round, guys. Jolteon, ooh, not very strong. He beats a number of Pokemon. But he loses to Garchomp. Wow, you started out so strong, Sergio, but it will be going to NHCC. Crazy. You started out so promisingly. You really don't know how it's going to end till it's over. I bought Hearthfire Skyrim DLC from GameStop back in the day. They gave me a code and receipt. Well, you know what I mean. Like, so DLCs are almost entirely, you know, going to be digital. There might be some exceptions to that. Maybe if it's an especially large DLC or something like that. We are. Very good. And we'll go ahead and update this one. I'm hanging in there, bro. Hope you've been well. Okay, so this is going to say 3. Okay, you're up to 3, Mr. NHCC. You both have 3 wins. Very cool. All right. So today, 2 spots in this gym break have sold. It's a lot of money, actually. But so are vintage packs. Vintage packs are just pricey. Now, we're hoping this is a heavy pack. If it is, it's going to be an amazing booster pack. If it happens to be a light pack, that's okay too, because even if it's a light pack, it can still pull Lieutenant Surge's Pikachu, and it can pull Blaine's Charmander, Blaine's Charmeleon. Let me show you what that might look like, because a lot of people don't understand Gym Challenge. I feel like the Gym series, people don't understand what's in what. You know, there's 2 sets. They sound very similar to each other. Lieutenant Surge's Pikachu. Actually, let's just call him Gym Pikachu. That's so much easier. Gym Challenge Pikachu. Honestly, I think the better looking Pikachu is in the Gym Challenge rather than the Gym Heroes. All right, so check this out. So you stand to potentially pull this guy right here worth $485. See that? That's just a standard unlimited Pikachu. 11 watchers, 485, population of only 150. He comes out of that pack right there. So that's a possibility. But we can also type in Charmander. He's probably like 150, 200. Charmander. Ready? No, he's about 250. Oh, and look, here's the Charmeleon as well. So the Charmander is about 250. Charmeleon's about 275. So there you have it. I like the Charmeleon, actually. Look at that artwork. So nostalgic. When I was a kid, my dad came back from a work trip out of town, and he brought home a whole booster box of first edition Gym Heroes and a whole booster box of first edition Gym Challenge. And we sat on the floor and watched him open both boxes, and it was just absolutely amazing. And in his box, he pulled Blaine's Charizard and Giovanni's Nidoking. Really memorable. All right. Spain won. Spain won. What? Felicidades Espana. Were those unlimited? Those were, in fact, unlimited. All 3 were. The Pikachu, the Charmander, and the Charmeleon. So that gives you a taste of what even a light pack could be holding. And so, you know, this pack gives you a chance for that kind of stuff. Now, if you go online and you buy, like, a near mint Pikachu off of the internet, you're not getting a 10 out of that. Everyone knows about grading now. Everyone's checking that Pikachu. This might actually give you a 10. So and that's why it costs a little more. That's why people pay for it. Here's Miss Kayla. She says, 1 Harry Potter Diagon Alley pack as a gift to Mike's side for my Hermione. And 2 more Mario Paninis. You got it. All right, anything you want. So these 2 right here, and we're gifting a Diagon Alley to Mr. Mike's side. If you'll just give me a moment, I got to bust through all these bags of cards. These cards really build up from all the trades, and I don't have room for them all. Oh my God, it's going to fall over. All right, so let's see. Diagon Alley. So this is a gift from Miss Kayla to Mr. Mike's side. Is Mike's side here to see this? If he's not here, I might wait till he's here to open it. Let's see what's inside of these, though. USA, 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 50 stars, 13 stripes. We don't give a F who you are. Yeah, I hear that USA might have a chance of winning the Super Bowl. Sure. It's the World Cup. There we go. I wonder how many sports bets are getting placed by people right now. Ready? All right. It's me, Mario. Red Koopa Paratroopa. Oh, that's what it's called. Red Koopa Paratroopa. the babies, another Yoshi card, some silver, a Yoshi with an apple, banana, and the Hammer Bros. You watching America play? No. I have never watched soccer in my life. I have watched the Super Bowl a couple times. Actually, I guess I've watched the Super Bowl kind of consistently. There it is. I don't love it. It is. I was a big complainer in the last Super Bowl when that guy came out and he was singing a song and no one knew what it was about. Here's Green Toad. Here's King Boo. Here's these two guys. Silver card. Put those back over there. Here's Goomba. Here's Yoshi's Egg. And here's Petey Piranha. Would you watch them play if they're in the finals? I would watch women's volleyball probably. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I suppose I would. You know, I usually see the highlights anyways. So if anything special happens, it'll pop up in my shorts feed. Here's Luigi. Luigi time. Here's... Whoa, 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 whoa. If USA loses today, after the appeal, we will get memed on for a long time. Yeah, what was up with that? Did Trump cost the appeal? What was the appeal? USA should win today, but USA has Spain next if they win. Ooh, look at that. Ooh. Trump asked for an appeal, right? I think I heard that. All right, let's pop this into your bag. I like your golden Yoshi. It's kind of goofy having the president ask for an appeal. Is that normal? Do leaders of countries ask for soccer appeals? Trump called FIFA president and got our player out of suspension. Oh, that's an interference for sure. Here's Pikachu 9. Here's Charizard 8. Hey, this is a wonderful Charizard. That could be a potential... I'll pop this into the Breaks channel. No, we have a channel in Discord, a new one, that we've never had before. Have you guys checked it out? So in our Discord server, we now have this channel called Gym Break LFG. It's where you find people to get into a gym break with you. You can post stuff in there if you wish. But I'm going to take a picture of this to show people what's available. It was his suspension. Trump asked for his suspension to held. That never happens, and that's why people are pissed. Oh, that's too bad, because it almost feels like, A, the president is watching and cares about the outcome, which is a lot of pressure for everybody, and B, if you do win, everyone's just going to be, oh, well, it's because he got the suspension removed. Special interference. So I don't know how I feel about that. Why was he suspended, and was it fair? They did it for Ronaldo. Oh, did they? Oh. Okay, maybe it's not. I don't know. I don't want to comment on it. I don't know any of the details. All right. So I'm going to hit refresh. It was supposed to be a yellow card. Isn't a red, but he told him he'd be deported. What? Here's Mr. Soul Despair, and he says, Slab away for the Dawn PSA 10. All right, here's the Dawn for Mr. Soul Despair. It's a $100 card. I don't want to charge you $20 to put this into Slab away. We're going to charge you $10, okay? So we'll be applying $30 toward the card. Just do me a favor and pay it off, okay? Don't leave it there for 6 months. It clogs the box up. All right. Mr. Soul Despair. Now give Messi his red card and suspension. So we're going to head right over here. All right. To Slab away. Ah, here it is. And we're going to head over to the S's. And we're going to put you right here. It's going to say July 26. Soul Despair. And it's going to say PSA 10, Dawn, 110 minus 30, which is 80. There it goes. All right. Okay, so that is sold now. Good luck with that. Now, what do we have after that? Closing this. I think we're caught up with all the orders at this point. Yes, we are caught up. Wow, 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 wow. We have a giveaway, the Mark giveaway. If we hit 40 likes today, there it is. Okay. We have this Charizard 151 stuck at 8 people, so that's taking a while. Ooh, I can throw this away. Our player got a penalty that gave him a 1-game suspension, and it was a bad call. So there are mixed feelings depending on who you root for. No country should even be crying since they never give USA any soccer respect. That's right. Time to give us some respect. Oh, the USA. They don't have culture. China, Russia. Now they have culture. What do you guys have? Obesity? Here's One Piece. How are these looking? Boy, those tag submissions are just taking forever, aren't they? I'm going to take a quick look into our CGC submissions and see how those are going. No country should ever be crying. Death and despair. I bet they didn't even drink coffee. CGC card grading services. All right, let's sign in. Breaking. We're hiring. Okay, cool. It worked this time. My submissions. My Corona. So our bulks. Oh, that reminds me. We have to get something ready. Hold on. Glad we logged into that because I need to get this submission shipped today. All right. So let's work on this real fast. We'll get this label made. Okay. And so step number 1, we're going to get a label for these. There it goes. And then how shall it ship? We'll ship it like this. Okay. Okay, while that's calculating, let's get the packing slip. Okay, it's going to be custom pages 1 to 2. Print. Hey, soccer people, how good is Spain? Does USA have a chance to win? Javier says, no chance. All right, and we'll accept this and print. Very good. So let me get this to Miss Alexis because she's coming in to do the shipping. All right, so let me put this in her outgoing. Let me put this into her box. Oh my gosh, she has even more. Give me a second, I forgot about these. All right. Wow, she actually has a lot of shipping today. Yeah, she's going to be busy. She has a ton. Woo. I need Mr.'s other shiny Tyranitar. Yeah? You want to buy me out? All right, so that's done. Miss Alicia Brown is here. She says, Beauty Fly Battle and 1 Rivals booster box. 1 Rivals booster box. Rivals booster. What are we talking about? What is the Rivals? I don't know what that is. My brain's not recalling it. Right, let me just look it up. Rivals? Destined Rivals? Let's see. Must be really cheap booster box. Pokemon Destined Rivals. Oh, for the box break. That's why I was confused. All right. So my brain was doing the math, and it was like a whole box of something called Rivals for just like 40 bucks. And I was like, that doesn't make sense. You're talking about the Destined Rivals box break. You got it, man. So here we are. Here is the Beauty Fly. And it has Miss Alexandra in it. Is Alexandra watching? See you later, Mr. Ivan. Any Chinese Terror Festival yet? No Chinese Terror Festival yet. How badly do people want Chinese Terror Festival? I personally don't feel like it's necessary to purchase. So we got that. The problem I have with it is making, look at this, making everybody rebuy Terror Festival all over again. We are. Let me flip these over. It's got one exclusive card, right? The Sylveon. I think we could just buy the Sylveon. Yeah. All right. Put this here. We are. I've seen the price of it all, right? And I'm a bit nervous that we buy it and it just sits. You say, well, not win because their players eat American food filled with chemicals. I love it. All right. What? Let's see. That's funny as hell, dude. Put that there. I ain't buying it for 800 plus, says Pokey Chris. Right, but you actually pay more than that if you try to pull it out of a booster box, right? That's how it works. So when you buy it direct, it's always cheaper than trying to pull it out of a booster pack. Because on average, the booster pack price will be more expensive. So what you're saying is, you know, well, I'm relying on good luck. Yeah, but everyone doesn't get good luck. All right, Alexandra and Miss Alicia Brown. I don't know. I could buy it. I think if enough people pledged that they were going to open it, maybe I'd consider buying it. Ooh, hot. The Chinese Hidden Fate Sword. We skipped a different Chinese set. We skipped the Ponyta set. I don't feel strongly about the Terror Festival set, the reprint, Terror Festival reprint. Here it is. Maybe it would just sell super fast. I mean, it's so much. It's so much. Terror Festival, Prismatic, Korean Terror Festival, Chinese Terror Festival. There it is. It's not the exclusive Sylveon people want. It's the normal hits we can chase at a price that's more affordable. Yeah, but it's not more affordable, right? It's actually pretty expensive. That's my concern. Here's the tree. And here's a Lugia. It actually might be more expensive. Like, I'm pretty sure the Korean version is going to end up being more affordable. Round number 1, Miss Alexandra. Round number 2, Tapu Lele. And Jolteon. Wow, that's just a straight up tie. Okay, tie. Round number 3. Oh no, Fui Coco's weak. And Mewtwo's strong. You're tied. You both have 1 point. Last round. Oh no, not the Squovit. So pretty much, the only way for you to win is for her to pull like Ditto or Clam Pearl or something like that. Nope, she got pulled Rapidash. The card goes to Miss Alicia Brown. Congratulations, Alicia. Hey, what's up, Da Farm? Search says you should look at prices. It's just better to buy the card straight. Yeah, so the way it works, let's say the card costs $800, right? Well, on average, to pull the card out of the box, it's going to cost closer to like $1,600. Now, you're going to run into somebody who gets really lucky. They pull a card in the next booster box, and they're going to say, well, I only paid $10 for it, right? Yeah, but somebody else opened the whole booster box. So somebody else got hosed, just like a regular break, just like this guy right here, right? One guy's going to pull it for 40, but somebody's going to pay for the other 9 spots. Could be you. So that's kind of why, you know, it feels like such a good deal when you pull it out of the booster box. But all those packs got to sell first before one gets pulled and somebody gets hosed. So when you begin to look at the average pull price out of the box, those are always ridiculously overpriced. When you look at the just like buy it online price, it tends to be cheaper. Now here's the trade-off. When you open it from a booster pack, you know no one's analyzed it yet. When you buy a loose one off of, like, let's say eBay, that one's typically been looked at and probably won't grade 10. But you could go direct to buying a PSA 10 slab, which actually, ironically, still tends to be cheaper when you consider how hard it is to get a 10 out of a box. So even the PSA 10 tends to be cheaper than trying to pull your own PSA 10. All right, Miss Alexandra, I'm sorry. You got your first miss. There we go. Anyways, my big concern is buying the product and it just sits there, but maybe it would get opened. Here we are. All right. If more people were requesting it, I'd probably just go ahead and buy it. I think also what bothers me, I'm a little concerned that the Sylveon artwork is not that impressive. All right, so this shall say Alicia Brown on it. That's the main selling point of it, is that it's got this new artwork. But it really is just like Sylveon with kind of a blue background. There it is. Ooh. You can sell it cheaper than the Korean version. It might be worth it. All right, so I'll look at it. If I can sell it cheaper than the Korean version, it'll be worth it, okay? Let's take a look. I doubt that that's what it'll turn out to be. So let's see what the name of the set. Chinese Terra Festival set name. It's called Terrestrial Gathering, is that right? All right, Terrestrial Gathering. Terrestrial Gathering case. First, let's see if there's someone in the US who has already imported it. His price will be higher, but he makes it more convenient, I'll say that. Why did that not work? That didn't work. Let's try this. Maybe this will work. All right, so let's go ahead and arrange this. So we're gonna take a quick look at Terrestrial Gathering. But my computer is hella slow. All right, so it looks like you're gonna have to exclusively import it. I don't see any being sold. No, that's not right. Okay, hold on, wait a second. Let me try this. I'm gonna copy this. Close all that. Close all this. Let's try it again, okay? I think I clicked on a button that said country of origin. We don't want that. They used their own mustard from their land, lol. All right, let's just take a look at a couple of these. So here's one from the US. And yeah, it's a little bit more expensive. Let's compare that to the import fee. So one of the first things is I don't like getting these at all from China because there's a whole bunch of sellers doing a whole bunch of different prices, and their prices vary so much, and they never have good feedback. So the very first thing you have to worry about is this one a scam? Because it looks like a scam. All right. I'm just looking around. The ones that are already in the US kind of have the same price. Okay. And then let's see, it's probably 12 boxes per case, right? Is that right? I'm trying to remember. Oh, 20 boxes. Okay, it's 20 boxes per case. And then does it talk about how many packs per box? Let's see if it talks about how many packs per box. Let's ask the internet. How many boosters in a box of Terrestrial Gathering Chinese? Is it really? Is 10? We have to know that. Let's see. I'm doing my research. Oh my God, this is taking so long. It looks like it's 10. Sorry, I know I'm being quiet. All right, let me count this. Oh my gosh, I can't count it. All right, so it looks like it's probably 10. I'm gonna go ahead and close this now, so I have an idea of the number of packs in the box, and then so let's take this and go times this divided by 20 divided by 10. So it would look like I'd want to sell it around $17 per pack. That would probably be the high price unless I can source it cheaper. Let's see. And the Korean version of the set is Terror Festival, $13. So it's about $4 cheaper Korean. What is the Japanese version though? That's what I'm curious about. So Terrestrial Korea. So even the Japanese version is about $1 cheaper. So the Chinese version is the most expensive version. And this is no surprise because it's coming with this exclusive card people want. That's what it is. So people want that exclusive card. Now, if I can source that cheaper, that's a different story. Let me see if I can source it cheaper. Sorry, guys. I know I'm being quiet. People really like it when a live... people like it better when a live streamer is noisy and... You know what I'm saying? All right, so let's see. So there's just one that's cheaper, but the seller has kind of like bad feedback. I could contact a guy I know who supplies these, but every time I've asked him for a price, he gives me just an absolute bullshit price. Like I might as well just buy anywhere else because he never has a good price. So I know I've one source in actual China who will sell to me, and he always asks for this ridiculous price. And you know, every time I tell him that the price is too high, he says, well, you know, when you go buy from these other random Chinese guys, they're effing you over. They know stuff that you don't. And I go, all right, I hope not. And, all right, so let's say this is real, though. All right. Divided by 20 divided by 10. So we can lower the price if this guy's real, but that's the problem is you don't know if he's real. Let me look at his feedback real fast. Here it is, the accusation right here, resealed product. Resealed product, do not buy from the seller, bought 5 boxes, not a single hit. Packs with hits replaced ones. Was packaged well and came secure. However, out of 2 boxes, my hits were fighting and metal energy. Boxes have been resealed, do not buy. All right, so this is a scammer. So lots of scammers out there, so that's not an option. Okay, and then let's try one that doesn't look like a scammer. Let's see. Well, the import fee is almost $300. Yeah, it's just about $100 cheaper to get it straight from China, but we'll be waiting like 3 weeks for it to arrive, as opposed to just getting it from the guy in the US who's already got it. And let's see, so it'd be this number times this number divided by this number divided by this number. So if we get it straight from China, it'll be $16 a pack. If we get it in the US, it'll be $17 a pack. That's the difference. I don't know, dude. I don't feel the excitement personally. If there was a lot of demand for it, like if you guys were beating down the door saying you have to get this, I would get it. Yeah, all right. China, I hate to see your price on the 30th. I hate to see my price on the 30th. I feel like just saying we're not even going to carry it or something, you know? It's just going to be so many crazy, greedy people trying to get like that Lugia and, you know, all these other good cards. Honestly, I hope that set does not perform well because I just don't. Oh, Alexis is now asking to come in much later. Dang it, Alexis. All right. She tricked me. She got me to do all that work in the middle of the stream. So here's Miss Beatrice. Can you create, and I'll get a spot in the Charizard PS9 gym battle. Yes. Where'd that card go? Here it is. New gym break, guys, for this cute Charizard. If only you had distribution rights. Well, so distribution in China for like the EV Terrestrial Gathering set, I don't think I'll just ever have that. I'll never have that. You have to get some kind of Chinese supplier, and then he has to be nice to you. And I've only met one Chinese supplier, and he has not been nice. That guy's like, you're going to pay a lot. We are. As for U.S. distribution, we're pretty close to that probably. Here's the tough part too, though. So we get our taxes done, right? And then we get the tax ID and all that running. Here's the problem I have. If we get distribution in Missouri, and then we immediately move to like South Carolina, Tennessee, Florida, California, Hawaii, if we immediately move, am I going to have to just reapply for that right away? So, I mean, I don't think we're going to move for like 6 months or a year, so maybe we just do it anyways. I think we will. All right. See what we can get going, if anything. Oh, wait, I didn't need to put a sticker up top. This is a gym break. All right. Gym break. So, Miss Beatrice. All right. GameStop won $600 for the 30th. If you can get it before 30th anniversary, it'd be pretty big, no? No, I doubt that. So usually when it comes to ordering stuff direct from distribution, from what I understand, you have to place the order really early. So I'm sure the sales orders are already in. But, you know, it doesn't really matter. Like, the sooner we get started, the better. The fact that GameStop plans on overpricing it already is horrendous. GameStop's been basically treating customers bad since its inception, man. They're such a ripoff company. It's crazy. All right. Let's see. Dooby-dooby-doo. All right, there's no orders in the queue now. No orders in the queue. Let's go ahead. Look at this little guy. Ooh. So we got Topps Nintendo Wax Pack Link. That's cute. Okay. We're going to call this guy $75. Did you get any spots in the Rivals booster box break? Oh, right. My bad, Alicia. I was so busy with the gym break. You need this, don't you? You're correct. All right. Okay, so let's put her in there. The Pokebox. How many people in the break? We've got Alicia Brown, NHCC, Alicia Brown, and Andrew Martin. So this is 4 out of 19 now. That's a sizable chunk. It's about 1/4 done, actually. 25% over. Speaking of which, we also have this booster box running. Still waiting for more people to join this. It's called the Box Split. It's for Crimson Invasion. We haven't hosted one of these in a while, and this is going to be really cool. This is Sun and Moon Crimson Invasion. Now, this booster box is about 10 years old. This is quite old. All the packs are going to be opened. We're hoping to pull Pikachu and Gengar out of here. Yeah, a lot of people don't know it, but this set right here contains Pikachu and Gengar, two of the best Pokemon cards in the hobby. And it's only $27 a pack, so it's like really, 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 really cheap. I mean, you guys, when you go into like, you know, pack splits for XY era, you're paying me like $110 to $150 per pack. This is $27 per pack. It's nothing. So please, let's get into that. Let's get that Pikachu going. Even the non-holo Pikachu has a sold price of $600. I don't know if you guys realize how crazy that is, because I just showed you Lieutenant Surge's Pikachu selling for like $500, and that's an actual vintage card. So how does that make any sense? Well, it's because the Pikachu from this set is so good. He's so cute. People want him, they remember him, and they go, oh, goddamn, I got to have that one. That one's adorable. Here's a gym challenge, a gym break, I should say, for the Charizard. Miss Beatrice is in there. Look at this Wax Packs Link. Can we do a 3-way battle for 3 packs? In the, I suppose you could. I mean, you could actually type that in the Discord server. See if you can get 2 more people. Yeah, if you can get 2 more people, I'll host that. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There it is, 15 of these. Wax packs link. I like that muck. He's cool looking. Wax pack link. P8. All right, cool. William Wafter's here. Speculation is the 30th has been mega printed and will be plenty available. God, I'm hoping, dude. I'm hoping. Okay, and this shall say Poke Shuffles on it. So that I don't accidentally try to sell it later. So the Poke Shuffles has a wax pack link in it now. It's kind of cool. Let's see what the likes look like for the stream right now. Let me hit refresh. It's 512. And it's looking like we got 30 likes. You guys are doing good on that. Nice. All right. Harry Potter, this Harry Potter booster pack, that could be a gym break. I don't know if you guys realize that. That's the Harry Potter gym break. Let's grab this. Okay. Here's Pikachu Jorker. Here's Abazor 10. Here's a gym break. Shahir's waiting for this one to go off. It's Palafin. So that one's ready to go. The Crooked Burger Chew is mine. What? The Crooked Burger Chew? Drilled. All right, let's see what we got over here for you guys today. We've got Tatooine Gangster, Holding Hope, and Call the Jedi. Really cool Star Wars cards coming back from that PSA submission. Here it is. Okay. And Holding Hope. And the Tatooine Gangster. All right. These look really nice. Okay, there's a little cutie. Here's a little patootie. Wow, that one's cool. And look at that. So it's a Jabba the Hutt card. Wonder why I chose to grade that one. It must have just been really clean. I probably looked these over and picked the nicest ones out. They're all in the new heavy slabs. So PSA is using those heavy slabs now, guys. We'll do 110 for that. That is a refractor, isn't it? Looks like it is. Okay. Set that there. And then Holding Hope. Such a cool card. I'm going to do 45 for this one. And then for Baby Yoda, probably 40 bucks. All right. So there we have it. Some cool Star Wars. Lighten up the screen. What do we got going over here? Harry Potter Dobby is pregnant. Harry Potter. Javier says 10 Poke Shuffles, 1 live custom. You got it. 1 live. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 1 live. Ah, cold one. All right. All right. Dobby would like a torta. Ooh, I thought about making a title where it's like maybe some kind of insinuation, like I want 2 war tortas. Something like that. What do you think? War torta? Yep. All right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There it is. Dobby would like a torta. Here's, the star card, huh? Double hit, double hit, double hit. No double hit. All right. Just the star card. Let's take a look at what's been stuck for a while. Well, I would argue the probably the Destined Rivals box is the oldest thing, wouldn't you say? Destined Rivals box for sure. And then other things that have been stuck for a while, the Phantasmal Flames, Giovanni's Nato Kings, not that old yet. Yeah, it's definitely, well, and this thing over here too, this might, I don't know which is older, the Destined Rivals or that guy, but this guy is $60. So that's the problem with that one. So this is going to go back in. And hopefully this star spot is the winning spot on whatever you get placed into. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think it's the Destined Rival. I think that's the oldest. Mike's Side, I gifted you a pack for whenever. Oh, Mike's Side's here. Okay, so we can open that pack now. Oh, wait. I need this. I need this box. Diagum Alley. What? So here you go. Javier, you're being placed into the Destined Rivals box break. What? Really? Pokebox. So, just so that you guys know, the Destined Rivals box break is a 19-spot break, and we are 5 spots deep in that. 14 spots remain. It is more than a quarter done. You guys know what that is? That's this thing. You can keep it sealed. Of course, you can open it too. I'd love if you opened it, but you may wish to keep it sealed and put it in your closet, or you can open it and see if you pull the Mewtwo and all the other delicious things in that box. Okay. We're done with your order. But we owe Mr. Mike's Side a Diagum Alley. Here it is, Diagum Alley. Oh, wait, that's Diagon Alley right there. Hold on. It's been sitting right here on the side. It is. This is for Mike's Side from Miss Kayla. There it goes. All right. Here's Swelling Potion, Sloth Grip, Moon Seed Poison, Quidditch, Canceled Practice, the Standard Book of Spells, Care of Magical Creatures, Quidditch, Verdilius, Eel Eyes, and Gringotts Vault Key. We got the Vault Key. Laura Loomer is, anyways, they're saying Mitch McConnell has died. He seemed like he was pretty close to death, right? The way he would freeze. And then he had like a heart attack, didn't he? Yeah. He was in the ICU for a while. I mean, if he's not dead, he's got to be brain dead. Something. You know, he's a human being, so I feel sorry for him and his family. And it's sad to see people dying of old age. It comes for us all. Here's Javier. I disagree with him staying in power for so long. He should have stepped aside. So I don't know why he stayed in power for so damn long. Here you go, Mike's Side. Let's see, you got a box back here. There you go. Our politicians, they love to stay in power even when they're 100 years old and decrepit. And it's like, bro, there's so many people that could run the country. Why you? NHCC, I'm impatient. Rip me a pack of Crimson and send me 2 Chinese Hidden Fates. Now, you say send me. Does that mean we're keeping the Chinese Hidden Fates sealed? And yes, we can actually just immediately open you a Crimson Invasion. That's right. Here it is. It's on the menu, everybody. Ready? Let's take a look. His wife has left the country and it is in China. I see. We are. She's a Chinese communist spy. No, that's really rough, man. She left the country, huh? Maybe she's with her family. I don't know. I mean, her husband just died. Jengmo-O. Here's Phoebos. Here's Stoofel. Maybe she has sisters or family over there that's comforting her. Miss Drevis. All right, we got a Miss Drevis. Como-O. Energy. Haunter. Look at that, guys. Zvilus. Gastrodon. All right, cool. So there you have it. That's what these packs are looking like. Crimson Invasion. We want you guys to join that Crimson Invasion booster box break. And we'll see if we can pull a Pikachu. We'll see if we can pull a Gengar. There's also a really nice Gyarados in there, if you didn't know that. So that's another good card in that set. Thank you, Mr. NHCC. All right. He's got the poo-poo symbol. All right. You know, a new thing on the channel, you can offer to sell your cards in consignment now. That's a new thing. And I'm talking about your ungraded cards. So I'm open-minded to that. It's an experiment. We're trying it out. You know, what I think about it is it probably doesn't take that much room up on the table. So if you guys ever have a card and you just want to try to sell it raw or something, tell me what you want to sell it for. We'll pop it up here. All right, that's rough. Okay. So there we have it. We got nothing to do now. The queue is open. Let's see what is going on next. We've got, did you guys catch this? Look at these Animal Crossing cards that are also amiibos. Really cute. Here's a Starmie red deck. This is the optimal Starmie from the Poker Collection. 1996 red deck. That's what big collectors are going to be chasing, is the 1996 red deck. Although you really ought to collect all of them. Red deck's probably going to hold a pretty big premium. Monkey D. Luffy. He's up to 6 out of 14. He's halfway done. That one's moving fast. Speaking of which, there's a promo card my distributor was showing me in Japan. It looked kind of like that, Luffy. He had that helmet on. Yeah. All right, let's just see what we got over here. Can you see if my bag is still there? Armin Lotfi. Okay, Armin Lotfi, you'd be an A3. So this should be really easy to look up. Austin, Archer, Austin, Arjun, Apple, Austin, Armin Lotfi. Look at you. Look at you from 11/24. So this bag is hella expired, but it appears we kept it around. So you must have had something in it. Let's see what it was. You must have had something in it. And I said, we're not going to take this from this guy. Eldegoss. Oh, right off the bat. That guy's pretty good. Some junk. Must have just been that Snorlax then, because a lot of this is actually not that expensive. These are all Korean, so many of these aren't very expensive. It must have just been your little Snorlax, which I know is kind of a pricier card. Here he is again. So congratulations on still having a bag. I love that Snorlax. I'll sign for shipping tomorrow when I get paid. That cool? It's too late. It's expired. Yeah, that's fine, man. Send in that shipping. Is it an international or is it in the U.S.? $9 in the U.S. It must have been a while. By the way, you're welcome to add anything to the bag. Here's. All right, I should charge you the $5 2-year holding fee, huh? Get myself a little extra snack, you know, a little $5 fee. All right, so sold a spares done. Yeah, we held on to that for you because I was being nice. That doesn't happen all the time, though, you know, because especially if a box is overcrowded, sometimes we have to make room no matter what. But if you got something in your bag, we try to not touch it. Here's Javier, 1 Marvel Magic, 1 live custom. It really depends on what it is. Because if it's just a cheap little card, I usually don't care. All right. Mr. NHCC said to rip his Chinese Hidden Fates. The Chinese Hidden Fates. My bad, dude. I'm getting ahead of myself here. I was busy opening that Crimson Invasion. It was so fun. Here it is, the Chinese Hidden Fates. NHCC, are you ready? I should have brought them all up onto the table. That's my first mistake. I tried doing it one at a time like a goofball. All right. You know, your brain only holds so much in memory at a time. Ooh, Darkrai. He's cool, man. Okay, I like the Darkrai. That's Sun and Moon Darkrai. And here's Tapu Bulu. Lord have mercy. There it is. All right. I like this set a lot. It's got Umbreon in it, too, not just Charizard. Such a good set. All right. Thank you. If it grades 10, it's worth a couple hundred. That's right. Mr. Rip my 2 Chinese Hidden Fates. Okay, so we got that. Next up, Javier Arroyo. 1 live custom, 1 Marvel pack. All right. There we go. A 1, 2, 3, and a 4. Boop. You got 1 poker card. Okay. Poker card means you were close to something that's never been pulled in the box before. Because when people do re-rolls, only cheap cards get placed into the packs. So you were close to something that was never pulled before. Snipping this. Okay. Now let's see what we have here. We've got Decoy Ploy, Restorative Technique, Giant Growth, Crossbones, Malicious Mercenary, Khazar, Voltaic Whip, Wall Off, Alien Symbiosis, ooh. Spider-Man to the rescue. Oh, yeah. Mountain. Dr. Doom. Claw, Master of Sound. Armor Wars. And Return to the Ranks and Superhero Civil War. That's too much. All this is super cool. The Marvel packs, guys, they are selling really consistently. They are. You know, just one pack could leave you with multiple gradable cards. So even though it costs more to get in, I mean, look at him. He's got this Spider-Man to the rescue. He's got Return to the Ranks. Dr. Doom could easily be graded. He's a mythic rare. And then I don't know about these comic book cards in the back, but I mean, they look fantastic. Look at that. That looks cool. And then we got this specialty artwork. I don't know what I'm looking at. And anything here that you thought was looking good. Like, look at this Alien Symbiosis. Like, dang, if that could grade a 10, I'd probably grade it. So we're getting Magic the Gathering cards that are actually worth grading these days, and it's because they're doing these crossovers. I think it's a big success. Yeah, having to take a break from opening for a bit. Want to fluff my savings and pay off the rest of my wife's student loan debt before the baby comes. Well, you got a lot on your plate. Well, you know, I want to start a new program where if you recommend the stream to someone else and they actually place an order, maybe we'll do a payout of like $40 into a break of your choice or something like that. So that's a new thing, guys. I would like to have a referral program where if you actually bring someone in and they become a customer, you're paid something, maybe like a spot and a break. And that can add up quickly. I mean, if you brought in 3 people, that's like $120. So I'd like to try something like that. And also, I'd like to have like a scoreboard for it. So if you're somebody who is bringing a lot of different people in over time, there should be like a person who's at the top of the leaderboard for having contributed the most. Here's Javier. I think I rely on word of mouth a little bit. I think that some of the best people in our group that we've, let's say, held on to have been people who were introduced to the stream, not just people who randomly found us. All right, there we go. My friend from work was in here earlier. I don't know if any of it is good. I referred PokeRev to you. Have you heard of this guy, TCC? Dr. Doom is going to break Supergirl weekend record. Here we are. Javier Arroyo. There you go. New bag. There we go. Very nice. All right. Me too, Joseph, and got banned. Who got banned? Oh, you're talking about PokeRev? You got banned from PokeRev? Did you, like, mention me and you got banned from over there? Oh, no, dude. Look at this Giratina, $1,200. Why should I even sell this? This is amazing. I shouldn't even sell it, it almost feels. Let's see if we can find one, though. I'm going to go looking for him. PSA 10, Giratina, Unified. We want just the holo. Here's the Japanese version of the holo. I didn't even think of that. What's this called in Japanese? GG End? It's called GG End. Huh. That's a cool looking card in Japanese. Let me check sold. Well, the card did actually finish an auction for around 500. Honestly, I would not let go of this for 500. What's the population on this? This is a very nice card. I need to see the population on it. It's population 11, dude. There's only 11 of these. I'm not selling that for 500. It's too good. All right. It says 10 right there. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I think whoever got that in auction got it at a pretty good price. I don't think people are aware how nice this looks or that it even exists. Pop 11, huh? 2019. I'm just going to place it in my personal... No, I'll leave it for sale at the 1200. I feel like I should put it in my personal collection. I like Girautinas. Oh, I can't make up my mind. I'm awoken to more racial posts because they found someone after the 4th of July event dead. I mean, it's just a regular holo at the end of the day. Rev used to put people's name on the screen when he clipped other videos. Why couldn't he continue? Oh, he doesn't do that anymore? He went back to just kind of taking their content and hiding their names? Dude, that is some serious bad shit. Is it laziness or is he actually like a greedy bastard? Are you saying that, you know, after he and I had our fight, what I told him is, if you're going to use my content, just give me a lower third. A lower third, okay, imagine this is your screen. Here's how a lower third works. A little ribbon pops up here with your name on it, and it says, clip TheCardconomist. Shows up for about a second and a half, and then it, boop, disappears. That's called a lower third. Very appropriate. When Watch Mojo takes other people's content, it does a lower third, because that's the professional thing to do. Now, it's not just professional. You're actually crediting the owner of the content when you do that. It's appropriate to do that. And if he doesn't do that, it's either A, he's just too lazy. He couldn't possibly title all the people whose content he's ripping off. Or B, he literally doesn't want people to have a shout out. It's either one or the other. And so that's some intense laziness or some intense greed. What the hell? It used to be the entire time and in view. Oh, I see. So are you saying it just pops up and then pops away? That's fine. If it just pops up and pops away, that's fine. That's the way it should be. But you can't just, with me, he didn't ask for my consent to use the content. It's my best piece of content. And he just stole it. And he's making his top 10 video out of it. And I didn't tell him he couldn't when I found out about it. I just said, could you title me on the screen? And when he did that, it had turned out he hadn't given anyone any credit at all. And he apologized. He said, oh, sorry, we normally put people in the, the description. And I said, I don't know. I can't remember exactly what I said anymore. It's been a while. But I knew for a fact no one checks the description, almost ever. You scroll through your phone, no one's checking the description, okay? So I told him, well, I'd like it to be a lower third so people know who pulled it, because it's kind of a big pull for me. It's an important card. It's the only video of that card being pulled. So it's a pretty exclusive piece of content. So I told him I'd like a lower, I'd like to be on screen when my card pops up. And he didn't want to answer that when I requested it. And instead he went off to Possum Bud's video or whatever his name is and made some kind of like lame comment like that I'm asking for him to shout my name from the rooftops. Never asked for a shout out at all. And I have the emails to prove it. And yeah, I thought that was really lame. He went and retracted that comment over there too. So he never responded to me. He retracted that comment. And the whole thing was just super lame. But the result was later he started actually crediting people on screen, which is of course what you got to do. You got to do that. Javier Arroyo, 10 Pokey Shuffles. You got it, man. Let's see what we got in here. You would also review your own videos. Maybe he doesn't, or it's intentional. I don't know. I'm sure he doesn't. Who knows? I don't know what his system is. It's just, yeah. So if you just take people's content without consent, you don't pay for the content. You don't even shout them out. You don't put their name on screen. You don't even put their name in the credits or the description. You don't put it in the comment section. All that, yeah, you're going to get struck. What do you think's going to happen? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's called you don't own it. You didn't record it. It's not yours. You don't get to profit from it. I remember how much heat I got for that. People were so mad at me for that. It's like worshiping him. I was like, holy cow, dude. This guy's a multi-millionaire. And you guys are like worshiping him. He's one of the richest PokeTubers on the internet, living a top 1% lifestyle, and you're mad because I don't want him stealing my one video? All I want is for him to put my name on the screen when it's my turn? It's like, man. All right, there it is. A straight cold round. Sorry for the rant, heavy air. That was a straight cold round. I'm going to toss you into the second chance break, which is a pretty meaningful thing. I mean, you got 2 slabs from that last time. Let's get you in there. Sorry for the cold round, man. All right. He probably has a big team. I doubt it's intentional. Still very bad, though. They give you a 0 on a school assignment if you don't credit stuff. Well, what bothered me was after I brought it up to him, he's just like, oh, let me toss your name into the description. So you know what they actually did? Here's how that worked. If you click on the description, it's just a list of links with no names next to it. So you still don't know who's who, and no one clicks on descriptions. I know that as a fact because I ran a channel with 130,000 subs that would get like a couple million views per month. That was TheCardconomist. That channel's been bigger than this channel the whole time. And I had a piece of software that would count how many times a link in the description would get clicked. It doesn't get clicked. It get clicked like 0 times for many videos, just 0 times. Maybe some videos like once or twice. So you can actually track how effective the description is for getting clicks, and it's like not even slightly effective. So it's hard to justify crediting people in the description rather than on screen when what you're taking from them is actual visual content. So like it's like you as the content maker or the profiteer, you understand the importance of showing people stuff, just as long as you don't show them whose content it is, right? Like, come on, dude, so stupid. But anyways, that's my spiel on that. We've talked about it too much, actually. Second chance bounty. We've talked about it too much. I'm over it. I'm not upset about it at all. It's been a long time. It doesn't really matter at this point. I thought it was really funny. One of his friends said my Pokemon card career was over. It's like everything seems to have turned out okay. The career does not seem to be over. Rotate the slabs. Yeah, let's rotate. Let's get these slabs rotated. We've got this Deoxys, and this is a gym break. It's a 1 in 3 gym break for Deoxys Poker 9. He is a bit more of an expensive card, but look how insane he looks. He's from 2004. Pokemon Leaf Green, Fire Red defense form. Probably like pop 1 or 2. You ready? All right, let's see. Anyways, when it happened, I thought that it was generally a good thing. I thought, okay, we're getting a piece of content on screen to a larger audience. So I did not want to abuse him of the video itself. I didn't want to copyright strike him or anything. All I wanted was proper credit, because it's like, no one's going to know whose video that was unless, you know, there's a lower third or something. No one's going to check the description. Here's Ekans. And that was a big problem. It's like, how's that a big problem? But there's funny how many other people he's farming for content to become a multi-millionaire living in his California home. And people are worried about him having to do what? Actually credit content that he's not making, he's just taking. It's like, give me a break, dude. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. Mr. Important Question, what's your favorite Oompa Loompa song from the Tim Burton movie? Oh, man, I did watch that, but it was so long ago, it's such a faint memory. And I remember feeling like it was super weird. Like, I like the original Charlie and the Chocolate Factory movie way better. The Tim Burton remake later, it was just too weird for me. Here we are. Here's David Fabry, sketch UNSC Marine Soldier. Here's a Halo sketch card. Here is a Scizor poker card. And here is a Light Flareon. Wow. Expensive cards here, guys. Bigger number, better person. It is what it is. Gene Wilder is best. Mister, I think you missed an order of mine from 20 minutes ago. Let's take a quick look. Make sure we didn't miss that. He hasn't posted React content in a while. Oh, I see. Maybe he was running into multiple problems with that. Yeah, you have to be careful with React content because you don't really own the content. All right, so Miss Kayla, you had an order, 1 Harry Potter, 4 Mike's Side. And then before that, 2 Panini Mario packs, please. And also I sent you a Discord message after stream. Now, I think I did those, though. So let me show you. So for the Mario, we've got the Paratrooper round. And here's the earlier round, or the second round, the Yoshi round. So that's a total of 4 packs. Now, if it was supposed to be more than that, let me know. Excuse me. There should be another one from 20 minutes ago. Shows completed on my end. Let me try logging into PayPal. I'll search for all your orders. Let's see. What the hell? Dude, PayPal sucks so much. They're trying to do this stupid passkey crap. All right. There we are. We're jumping over here. And we're going to type in Kayla. So this will show me all your orders for today. All right, so it says you have 3 orders. 2 Panini Mario packs, please. I also sent you a Discord message. 1 Harry Potter Diagon Alley. And then an $8 give Mike side 1 more HP. That one kind of sucked. Wow, I did not get that order. Very interesting. All right. Very interesting. All right, let me go ahead and grab it. So, 1 more Diagon Alley. Is Mr. Mike side here? Let's get it open. I used PayPal once and they terminated my account and never said why. Wow. That sucks, man. Yeah, actually, I just transacted with somebody off of eBay where I managed to get the purchase off of eBay. So we did a direct purchase with each other. And we ended up using CASHAPP. I offered to do PayPal, but we ended up using CASHAPP because he told me PayPal, like, he got in trouble with PayPal because he kept accepting friend and family orders when it was actually business orders, and PayPal figured that out, and it like banned him or something. Here's Quidditch, here's Charms, here's Madame Malkinrobe, Lapifors, Letters from No One. All right, there we are, pack number 2. We're gonna have to write you down on the giveaway donations. There it is, list. Did you guys know we have a new role in Discord? It's called Santa. The Santa Claus role is a role that you achieve when you have the highest donation for the month. Here it is. Grab this. Blue Light Special for Rev. Shop Smart. Shop that smart. Did you hear about the Kit Kat heist? Yeah, I did hear about that a while back. How's it been going? Did you have a good 4th TCC in chat? Yeah, it was pretty easy. Screen changing colors. Why did I just put this in NHCC's bag? Hold on, wait a second. Hold on, wait a second. Let me put this properly to Mike's side's bag. All right, Mike's side. There we go. Good. I don't know, guys. It's time to test me for dementia. Now, we're going to jump over here. The July donations. Miss Kayla. It's because the next order goes to NHCC. That's why we put it in his bag. This will be 16. There it is. Very nice. Very generous. Look at you. Kit Kat is pretty much a way to launder money since people can eat the evidence. What? So here we are, Mr. NHCC. 2 more of the Chinese Hidden Fates. And another Crimson. All right, you got it, man. So 1, 2. Good. And a 3. Good. Look at that, guys. Wonderful round here. Thank you, Mr. NHCC. We'll snip this. And we'll snip these 2. Ooh. That light Flareon is hot. Oh, it's very hot. It's made out of fire. Okay, here's... That was a white back. So we got Mankey, Aaron, Corfish, Ghastly, Houndour, Skiddo. Oh. Guzzlord. No! Congratulations on the Guzzlord snipe. He's pretty cool. Look at that. Eat sloppily. Tyrannical hole. Glutton. Very cool, man. What else we got? Emolga, Grumpig, Not bad. You know, you just got the rainbow rare. Now you got to get another one from the next box. And hopefully, in the process, pull a reverse hollow Gengar and a reverse hollow Pikachu. Because we haven't seen that yet. Not bad. He goes, oh my lord. Something like that. Guzzy Guzzlord. Okay. He almost doesn't look like a Pokemon, bro. So we'll place this in here. Now, how about these two Hidden Fate packs? You ready? So this is Chinese Hidden Fates, and it's a little bit different than the standard Hidden Fate packs. It includes a couple Sun and Moon era sets. And that's the Zekrom. Look at that Zekrom. Wow. Nice. Victini Zekrom and Guzzy Guzzlord. Good orders today, Mr. NHCC. You got pretty lucky. You got that bonus spot in the gym break. The gym challenge bonus spot, huh? You got 2 spots over there. Gym challenge. Gym pack break is now up to 2 spots. We need 9 more people in there. Come on, guys. It's a vintage pack. How can you say no? It would be improbable. No, I can understand. It's really expensive. So many options, too, between the actual gym breaks and the booster box split and the Destined Rivals box break. There's just, oh my gosh, there's just so much stuff pulling your attention in so many directions now. This Charizard's ready to go. He's waiting for one person to join. Miss Beatrice, we need one more person and it goes off. Okay. Let's hit refresh. Apparently, I have evidence of One Piece candy that exists. One Piece candy. We've got Nami. Who's this? Tammy's Nami? We got Tammy's Nami for $100. It's really expensive, I guess. Here's that base set Harry Potter pack. Harry Potter pack. The Ivysaur, which is such a good price for a poker card. And here's Darkrai 9. It's a 2008. Oh, I remember this. I pulled this card out of a booster box that cost $3,000. And now I'm making $250 back. Virtually nothing. Pretty rough. Pretty damn rough. All right. Yeah, that's not very good, huh? Spatial Rend? How about Wallet Rend? Hi, mister. How many Nivell Arena Brown Dust do you have left? So much. I've got a case and a half of it left. So I stocked up on a... Wait a second. Oh, you might... Oh, yeah, I got it right. You said Nivell Arena, yeah. So we got so much of that left. Nivell Arena, Brown Dust 2, tons of it left. We also have the new Weiss Schwartz version of it. Super expensive. Just like the GA Bunko was really expensive for some reason. I collect old Harry Potter candy and good products. And I think I have a 1-of-1 seal. You know, that's a pretty interesting thing, Mr. Alex. I don't know if there's as big of a trend for collecting candy, but I think that it's definitely something people do get nostalgia about, definitely. All right, we're going to say Queen of Clubs, right? Queen of Club. Ivysaur. P10. Ivysaur P10. Going in here, and we need, so if it's 150, we need, what is it, like 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5. I don't know what this music is. This music's terrible. What time is it, by the way? 5:49. We're getting closer to the end here, guys. All right, we'll put this in here. The crab. Okay, that's cute. That actually looks kind of like a Pokemon, huh? Another round of card tender. Keep it coming. You got it. Let me grab this. So we got a 1, 2. There's so many good cards to pull out of that set. I'd love to see what happens next with it. So this Ivysaur is going into the live customs as a pull. I think it's just such a great price. I can't ignore it. For what you're getting a PSA 10 poker card from 2004 graded 10, and it's a starter. I don't have the matching Bulbasaur and Venusaur to go with it. They probably graded 9 or something like that. I don't know. But that's just such a good card just going in. All right. What do we have next? Doobie-doobie-doobie-doobie-doo. I'm going to hit refresh on the website first. Get him a lower price, and he will give you something. Who? Why so expensive on the Brown Dust Weiss? Tariffs? I'm getting boxes for like $74 each. Yeah, I mean, so it's because it's a sealed case, and sealed cases are just going to cost more. That's all it is. So if you're getting like loose boxes for cheap, that's not a surprise. I can tell you right off the bat, even before adding in my premium for, you know, sitting here on my butt all day, I was already paying more than $74 a box on what you see me opening. So those came straight from Japan. It was the last 2 cases he had left, and he just asked a high price, which at the time I didn't even know it was a high price. I just accepted whatever he told me. I just said, okay. But it's funny because we're sitting here now, and I looked online to compare them so that I could get a price going, and I can't even find another case. So it could end up being a very expensive Weiss Schwarz set. We've seen that happen before. Some sets just get really expensive. And like, for example, Freerin. Freerin's really expensive. So I don't know. It's just going to be expensive, I guess. Luckily, Nivell Arena is really cheap, and it's basically the same characters, but I just don't know if it'll have the same premium that you're going to get when you go to sell it in the market, you know? People recognize that Weiss Schwarz brand. NHCC, another one. All right, you got it. So we got one of these, and we're going to grab 2 of these. Place an order for a 1-pack snipe. You got it, Aaron Bagley. There we go. Not loose, from sealed cases. A sealed case that you opened, or a sealed case that someone else opened? We are. I don't know. Maybe they had some kind of cheap distribution. I'm not sure. Maybe their price has already jumped. Or maybe, so maybe the price of the booster boxes haven't jumped yet, but the price of the cases have. I couldn't tell you. I can tell you this. I'm not doing some kind of special formula where it's unusually expensive. I really am just taking my own price, adding a premium, and then just selling it for that. So, yeah, if you source a bunch of cheap boxes, go nuts on them. I think that, you know, go nuts on them. So here's Crimson Invasion. Are you a fan of Net and Yahoo? Boy, that's a whole bag of, what do they call it? That's a whole bag of something. Let's see, we've got Skidoo, Cavablast, Swablu. You know, I don't feel like I actually know as much as somebody who's chronically on the internet talking about him all day, who's looked into every one of his activities. Oh, look at that. That's a hit for sure, dude. Look at that, melodic. Wow. Just another reason to join the Crimson Invasion break, guys. We have a box split of Crimson Invasion. Look at that. So it's Pikachu, it's Gengar, it's melodic. I might have to stock up on this set. This set's too good. That's 3 very good holos. I might have to buy another box of this. All right, that's a hit for sure. Here's Camerupt, Pillow-Swine, Graveler. Worms, never heard of them before. Just like to buy from you. No problem, man. Well, we do have the Nivell Arena set, and that one I think is so much more affordable. But yeah, the Weiss Schwarz one's just unbearably, it's like tearfully expensive. Throw this away. All right, wow, look at that. But it's hard to beat sealed cases, and my sealed cases just happen to have cost me a lot. Again, my supplier, he literally told me my last 2 cases. So he must be selling out where he lives, and he's in Japan, so they're selling out over there. Of course, that might trigger a restock, so they might reprint them or whatever. Here's Spiritomb. All right, we got Vileplume. Let's just cut to the hit here. Okay, Vileplume. And, whoa, look at that Mirror Smack. I got like 5 spots in the box. Let's go. Crimson box, jump in it. Yeah, I think you have a couple spots for sure. About 1/4 of the whole box is sold out, I believe. Maybe a little more than that. See this, guys? So that was Crimson Invasion you saw getting opened. Here it is. And you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got 5. So here's who's in it. Again, it's about 1. Ooh, how many people are actually in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 out of 36. That's about 1/3. So the box is about 1/3 done. $27 per spot. It's a booster pack, guys. I see you guys spend that much money on a live custom all day long. So jump in there, guys, because, you know, this is, we're breaking it now. We're not going to break another one immediately afterwards or anything. That is so cool, man. All right. I just put that in a top loader for you for fun, Mr. NHCC. Hey, you never know. Might grade 10. Looks kind of well spaced from the front. From the centering on the front looks good. All right. I don't know about that rice. It's fried. Here's Aaron Bagley. He says 151 surprise. Okay, 151 surprise. 1 Gengar snipe. Gengar Pikachu probably going to be going crazy if they are done printing it. If it's out of print, I don't know if it is. But if this set is out of print and there's only, you know, like 10,000 of these, the price on this is going to go nuts. What do we got? What do we got? We got a little Dodrio. All right, Dodrio it is. 3-way battle, anyone? There you go. Oh, right. Serge was looking for 3 people to join a gym break where you get a total of 3 Crimson Invasion boosters, but only 1 person pulls it. So I'll host whatever you guys arrange. We have a new channel in Discord called Gym Break LFG. If you're wanting a certain kind of break, go tell people what you want. Go tell people. Mr. Aaron, let's go find this. All right, Mr. Aaron. Aha, Aaron Bag. He's got Bagley in the name. Good. There we go. Remember when we hosted... Oh, by the way, is Beatrice here? Remember when we hosted a bunch of Lego breaks? Remember those? I remember. I still got the gigantic Blastoise Charizard Venusaur one. I think I should sell it before we move. All right, cool. It's 5:57. We started a little bit late today, guys. That's why we are only getting 2 hours in. Let's see. What other cards we got? We got so many cards to show off, guys. Let's see. I was pricing up some cards last night in our stream that also started late. Here's a little Suicune. Here's a little Charmander. Here's another Suicune. Look how many 9s PSA handed out. They said, you get a 9, you get a 9, you get a 9. Man, imagine if these are graded 10. If these are graded 10, I'd probably charge like 85 bucks on this Suicune if it was a 10, but nope. It's that 10 premium, guys. It's not even about how expensive the card is. It's about how challenging it is to actually get PSA to put a 10 on something. They just won't do it. Your card has to be so perfect. This card was so clean, and they said no to the 10 on it. Oh, God, dude. And then I wasted so much money. I lost so much money getting 9s. Outrageous. All right. Scooby Buns. Well, I am going to make Suicune 35. Maybe I should actually look this up. Don't you think I should look it up? I mean, it is a lovely Suicune. Let's see what it is. It's not going to be that expensive. It's a 9. Suicune 026. Okay, so here's somebody who wants... They're all auctions. Here's somebody who wants... Oh, that's a GameStop promo. Oh, here it is. $50. Let me check sold, actually. Suicune is pretty nice. All right, so hold on. This card... No. This price is good. That's exactly what it sells for. Sells for exactly 35. Perfect. All right, so that's last sold is 35. So we're right on the button. I knew it would be like 35. And I'm just going to do the same for Charmander, to be honest. You know, these are very nice cards. They're very affordable. They could make a pretty good Christmas present in the near future. Don't forget about Christmas is around the corner. It'll come here sooner than you think. I mean, we're done with July 4th. So it'll be Halloween, and then the cycle continues. Let's see what we got here. 1 hour until game time. So what we have here is an NHCC order. 6 more spots. Whoa! All right. I'm loving it, NHCC. He's going to buy out the box. So he wants spots 22 and 23. Let me read this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I kind of get it. Hold on. So you want 22 and 23. So it's going to be this chunk right here. So there you go. Those are yours. And then you want 27, 28. And then you want 33 to 36. Did I do that right? No. You want spot 33 and spot 36. This doesn't add up properly. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, hold on. Wait a second. NH double C, NH double C like that. So we'll do this and this, and then we'll squiggle out this part and say 34, 35. All right, we fixed it. A little confusing there. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're all set. Now, as you guys can see, the box is getting quite full at this point. Crimson Invasion could go off within a day or two if people all decided to swirl into here like a whirlpool. That happens. That tends to happen when something gets really close and it becomes obvious it could end in one stream. People start hopping in. And as for me, I might have to look at another Crimson Invasion box. I might have to increase my holdings. It's known as the cheapest Sun and Moon booster box, right? And usually it's looked at that way because people think of it as a set with no hits. They think of Steam Siege the same way, but you know, the best holographics in Steam Siege are like nothing. The best holographics in Crimson Invasion includes what? Pikachu, Gengar, and Melodic? That's serious stuff. That's serious business. You can make a lot of money off of a Gengar or a Pikachu. So I think it's been undervalued. Let me take a look at this. Yep, so we're going to go ahead and collect another Crimson Invasion. I'm liking this set. Okay, we'll close this. Let's see. I know what you're trying to do, Sergio. You're trying to upgrade that card. You're trying to get those wins on that card. So it's 603, and we just received a large NHCC order, and let's see how many likes we got. We hit 38 likes. That's pretty close. Does anyone want to hit the last 2 likes? We do have this marked giveaway. Got to get to 40. That's the goal, guys. I noticed we have lower views than we used to. Look, just 45. So, wow. How do we how do we turn that around, huh? Maybe we're just posting the same content every day. Let's see. It's kind of crazy, if anything, because, well, here are my thoughts. So on Instagram, on Facebook, we just got 1 million views between those 2 channels. However, on YouTube, views have sharply declined. I don't know when it happened, maybe just recently, but our total views have sharply declined for the last month. And I think that is affecting our numbers because we stream on YouTube. Let me take a look at our data. So my bet is they are not showing off the shorts as much. Let's see. Yeah, so it says we have 300,000 views on YouTube, and that's 144,000 views less than usual. So I don't know what YouTube did, but it decided not to show our stuff off. Do they not want us to make shorts anymore? I don't know. Maybe they don't like shorts. It looks like in the last 48 hours, we got 20,000 views. That's quite low. That number should say 40,000. So here's my theory. So we have fewer people viewing the live stream this last week or so, maybe last 2 weeks. And I think that is closely related to the decline in overall views on the channel. Why is that? Mike Side's posting that content to Facebook and Instagram, and it's blowing up over there. But he's posting it to YouTube, and the views are down. Shahir says he has an order. I feel you're getting that many views on the other platform. It's people that haven't seen the content before. Yeah, it might be brand new people over there. So the question is there some way to get them over here? I'd really like that. All right, so yes, I see it, Mr. Shahir. All right, let's give away a couple spots here. Oh, type in Mark right now, guys. Type in Mark right now. All right, Shahir, he said he's got a big order. So he wants 5 of the crimson spots and then 3 prismatics for my health. What? For your health? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. We'll put you down here, Shahir, okay? I bet you these crimsons treat you better than the prismatics. Because no matter what, you're getting a reverse holo out of here. All right, so there we go. We got this chunk. Yeah, so, you know, we looked at the data. 110 million, I'm sorry, 1.1 million views between Facebook and Instagram. Only 300,000 on YouTube. Sharp decline. We should have around 450,000 views on YouTube. And it's the exact same content, so I don't know why YouTube's just not showing it off as much. Maybe they've decided it's not good. Maybe they've changed some kind of metric. Maybe they want long-form content. I couldn't tell you guys. We got 3 here, we got 4 here, and 2 here. So this is almost done, everybody. This Crimson Invasion box is right at the end. Maybe like 8 spots left or something like that. Good. All right, so 3 prismatics for my health. You got it, man. 1, 2, 3. Maybe I got to start posting those one whole box in a minute videos again. Some of those videos did really well, but I stopped posting those because the subsequent videos did not do so well. So we had a couple of those videos just go absolutely insanely viral. But then later on, other ones did not go viral at all. You know, I would like to post one type of video that I know we haven't posted in a while. I need to post a video showing all the slabs we have for sale, because I haven't made a video like that in so long. Here's Pupitar, Execute, Archilodon. Mister, I must ask, have you sent in the PSA order from New Year's? 1/2026. Yes, I assume I have. Okay, here. That's a really interesting question. Vaporeon, Executor, and Knocked Out. As far as I know, there's no PSA orders that didn't go out. Umbreon, we got everything sent out before they closed down, so everything's been out. Maybe you're asking, when is it going to return? And that's a much harder question to answer because PSA is taking their sweet time on everything. So if your stuff hasn't come back yet, you're in the same boat as everyone else. We're all waiting. It's just taking its sweet time. All right, just some hollows this round. Hey, technically it's Umbreon. All right, there we go. Well, look at the color of the screen. It's all reddish. Too much blue on the screen, probably. All right, let's find your bag. You've got a Shahir box. Grr, prismatic. Yeah. Hey, you know, you might have enough hollows put together to get another spot in a trade break. We got that Trico trade break running. Don't forget about that, guys. If you ever get enough junk together, you can get rid of some of your junk. All right. I'd be down NHCC, the whole gang. Anyone else want to run the 3-gem pack? 27 gives you 3 packs if you win. And your odds are 1 in 3. So here's Jack Woodworth. 1 spot in the box split. Okay, so here it is. The Crimson Invasion box split. Jack Woodworth is going in. You're on spot number 3, Jack. So there we have that. That's filled. 10. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there are, oh wait, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so there's 10 spots left. It's really close. 10 at $27 per pack. 10 spots is not very much. That'll fill up very fast. When I get my hands on the guy who made this set, ISTG, that set is traumatic. Prismatic, yeah. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people crash their boat on Prismatic. Here's Sergio L12, battle for the box break. All right, so this is for 3 people to join. Surge. Okay, so I see that. I see we have some other people too. We have Matthew going deep. 1 whole box of the new Weiss Brown Dust. Let's open that real fast. Here it is. So Brown Dust, if you are not permitted to look at sexy women, you might have to look away from this because this set is pretty much only that. It's like weirdly lewd. Super lewd. You ready, Matthew? Yeah, I apologize that the price on this isn't cheaper. It's the same surprise that G.A. Bunko was. G.A. Bunko also was expensive. I don't know what to say. That set name is suspect. Brown Dust. Yeah. Yeah, what is the point of the name? Can anyone explain the name? I don't understand the name for this set. All right, let's see real fast. we are out of time, man. But you guys are just sending in the big orders all of a sudden. It's funny because we kind of sat here for a little while before this point. Now, here goes. You ready? So, pack number 1, you've got this girl, and she's just showing off her tongue, sort of. Oh, my God. Here's a holo. Here's a holo. I'm actually scared the set's going to be too lewd for YouTube. This girl is getting a foot rub. Man, who doesn't love a foot rub? Foot rubs are great. Okay. Here's a holo. Here's a holo. We've also got this girl, and she's just doing the armpit move. There it is. All right. Guys love it when girls lift both their arms behind their head because it's like, it shows off their form or something. There's some trick to it. You know, like pinups would have ladies with their, you know, their arms behind their head. Some kind of trick. A witch trick. She's a witch. She's casting a spell. All right. Here's this and this. How about a Siggy in this box? I hear these boxes give you better hits. Yeah, like this. So here's SR triple star. And is it a signature or is it just a stamp? I guess it's just like a stamp. I don't understand how it works. But you've pulled Coconut Girl. It definitely looks like a coconut. Is that a shrimp? There we go. All right. How's that, Mr. Matthew? Was that a good pull? I don't understand this set at all, which is pretty normal for me at this point. Ooh, man, I'm looking at that strawberry stick. That looks actually really yummy. Man, I could use some strawberries right now. That's one thing I can eat on the Wegovy really easily. Fruit. Fruit does not make me sick. I don't know why that is, but it's still sweet, so I crave it. Because I can't eat candy. Candy kicks my ass. If I eat candy and I'm on Wegovy, I get like a headache and everything. Sent 5 more spots in the Crimson box break. Oh, my. Yeah, I told you guys that when a box break gets close to the end, it just disappears all of a sudden. Here it is. Ooh, look at all that. Very nice. So that's Matthew Rodriguez. Now, he says I have 2 bags. Matt Rodriguez. Let's see if we can find one of them. I appreciate the big order today, Matt. I really do. Oh, that's Martin Ramirez. Matthew Trumper. Mark J. Valerian. Let's find one of your bags. Another Martin Ramirez. Those should be combined. Okay. Are you actually in the matte box? We have a matte box, but I assumed you weren't in the matte box. You are in the matte box. That's amazing. All right, there we are. Lovely. So those are some crazy lewd cards, aren't they? Show them my bag. I'm proud. Matt, I wanted to mention, we open in our Discord server, we opened some naughty channels. And I know we got a lot of guys who collect lewd girl cards. So, you know, I just mentioned that to them. Here it is. Sometimes hanging out at the strip club's a fun time. So, we are. It's a bonding ceremony. Wow, look at that. There we go. Whoa. Okay, some hollows. Here's that new one. There we go. All right. Lots of girls. Okay. Let's take care of these next orders real fast. Some cheap cards here, just $35. We've got Gaze Attraction Power, we got Call the Jedi, and we've got Nido King Break. Cool. The Nido King Break is an especially cool card. I'm sorry I can't make it any cheaper, but as a PSA 10, he's absurdly expensive. So this will be, where'd the card go? Oh, here it is. NHCC on spot number 2. And spot number 3 will go to... So Garrett Nadal already bought 5 more spots of the Crimson Invasion. So I hate to say this, but it might be sold out. But I can do this for you too, by the way. We have another box of Crimson Invasion. No Gengar has been pulled. No Pikachu has been pulled. You can still test that other box out if you'd like. So, but we'll see how this fills out. So, Garrett, you got spot number 10. See, so Garrett, you got 1 spot over here. Okay. And now we're looking at this. This is all full. And then you're going to get these 3. This is one of the downsides of letting people pick their spots. It gets so messy in here. So that's a total of 4. And now you need 1 more. It's really interesting when you think about this being a 10-year-old booster box. How's it only $27 a pack? Why isn't it $100 a pack? You know, it's like really cheap. And it's the set. Oh, look, there are 5 spots left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we might be able to get those last 5 spots taken care of as well. All right. Can you group my forces, Garrett Nadald? Ooh, I already wrote it down. I wrote it down the way it is. Garrett, here's what I can tell you. Having your spots grouped or separated isn't going to increase or decrease your odds. That could be the hit right there on 10. This could be the Pikachu. This could be a cold spot. These could be a cold spot. It's just going to be random. I could rewrite the whole list just to appease you. Here it is. I'm sorry, man. I only saw your message after I wrote your names down. We just don't know what it'll be till we got it all done. Now, we have Mr. Jack Woodworth is jumping in here. So this is for 3 spots right here. Okay, yeah. So we don't have enough spots. That's what's going on. We don't, because these guys will be taking 3 of them. Ready? Let's go grab your card. Oh, you gotta be kidding. I did that earlier. I just dropped all the names a second time, dude. Give me a break. It's because the little box is hitting the top of the shelf. That cool guy, that's why he's in a sleeve. All right, we'll grab this. So ridiculous, dude. Where did the box go? Oh, here it is. All right, that happened last time. We can't do that a 3rd time. I guess because it's just a box of scores, I don't treat it as carefully as I should. Don't treat it like it's a product that we're about to grade here. Like, you know, to get like a 10 on. So dumb, dude. Okay, Mr. Carlos. All right. I treat it more like a tool, if anything. All right, there we go. So they're all situated. NHWC, Sergio, Jack. NHWC, Sergio, Javier, Jack, new card for Jack. I don't have a scorecard. All right, so we'll put that back there, and we'll get you a brand new scorecard. You got it, man. This is one of the things that makes the stream kind of a fun, special thing, are these little breaks. You never had to do this. You could always just have gone and bought a pack of, you know, the actual box. Or you could have bought 3 spots. But, you know, people do this for a bit of fun. It's a 3-way gym break. One person will walk out with a double score. So it's better to, it's really good to win this round, whoever gets it. Plus, you walk away with 3 packs. So, I mean, how can you complain about that either? Just got back. My phone died. Oh, you just got back in time, man. Oh, my God. It's 6:20. Cares it's going to kill me, dude. I always end up working too much. Here's Jolteon for Sergio. Oh, you're going to win this round, NHWC. That's 310. Oh, no, you're not. Jack pulls Skeledirge. Round 1, Jack. All right, you were close. Here's Eradicate. Fui Coco. Is it just going to be straight up? Boom! All right, Jack Woodworth taking the win. Whoa, that was easy, man. Jack's feeling pretty good about that. What the hell? Yeah, guys, why don't you just pull Skeledirge and Mewtwo? It's so easy. Wow. What a sweep. That was a better win than how fast America's about to win the World Cup. All right, well, look at you, Jack. You have 2 wins on your card now. Sujio, you will increase your losses by 1. And NHCC will now be breaking even. Sorry, Mr. NHCC. Wait, what? Oh, damn. Yeah, he just took both you guys to the cleaner really fast, in fact. All right, so this time, no dropping the scorecards box ever again. I'll pick it up in a more solid way. All right. So what does this mean? Jack Woodworth will end up taking these 3 spots. Okay. Oops. So you got 30, 31, and 32. Now there's 2 spots remaining. Who does that go to? Because I think multiple people tried to buy spots. Oscar sent at 6:10 p.m. and Miss Alicia sent at 6:11. So actually, and let me check the website too. All right, the website's good. So Oscar's order is earlier. 4 in the crimson box. So Mr. Oscar, turn this down a bit. First of all, there's only 2 spots left anyways. So you have two crimson spots left over. Let me mention this to you guys. Would you like me to run it twice? Because we finished this one so fast, and I just bought another booster box. We can run it twice. So this is for Oscar and for Miss Alicia to think about. If you wish, I'll start up a fresh booster box of it. It's probably going to be pretty fun. The first round's probably going to be pretty fun. We can run a second round of it. Now, here are some alternatives. Store credit. We actually have an open box of Crimson Invasion. You can just have me open packs for you to try for the Gengar and Pikachu. Like right now, like immediately. So let me know what you guys are interested in real fast. I'll read your comments. I did cop 11 spots. Yeah. So you don't want me to order a box of fart dust? You can you can open a box of fart dust if you want. I don't mind. Yeah, if you want to open a box of fart dust, that's sort of the thing we had in the thumbnail today. But so Oscar and Alicia, what do you guys prefer? Start a new booster box, or give you store credit, or open up some packs from a loose box? I'll try and get in on that one. I'd join another one if you start it up. So, okay, it's been settled. I'm hearing from the audience that they also want to start up a new round as well. So I'll go ahead and get a new round of this started. And Alicia and Oscar, you can still cancel if you want, but this might fill up pretty fast too. Just saying, okay? So you might not have to wait too long. Box split. Crimson Invasion. All right, so that's the new round. We just saw that the Gengar from the set sold for like, what was it, like $2,000 or $1,000 or some ridiculous price? And the Pikachu is even better in my opinion. I think the Pikachu is actually better than the Gengar, but we don't have any sold history on that card recently. But it's just this really, really adorable card. And we've always known that about this set. Yeah, just put me all 4 into the new one. Oh, we can do that as well. So he's saying all 4 into here. Well, nice going. You got this new one started by a lot. So there's that. 18, 19. He says, I'll take the next bus. I'm going to have to buy another booster box of this stuff to justify this because I wanted to have a spare box left over. Well, this is really fun, though. You know, like we haven't done any box splits in a while. So it's nice to be able to do another one after such a long break. All right. So, and the price jumps after this box. So let's see. I'm going to go ahead and purchase this. Of course, this one's coming with one of those plastic box holders, so that's nice. Wow, that is so much taxes. How much is a full box? Put me in. It's cheap enough that we should run it again. All right, so hold on. So you're talking about, so there's 10 packs in a full box, okay? It's 10 packs, so 130. All right, so we're jumping over to Alicia Brown. It's Alicia's turn. Was she talking? Put mine towards Slab away for Professor Oak Poker. Sounds good. So here's how it'll work, Miss Alicia. We have these 2 spots left. We're going to put you down for those, okay? So, Miss Alicia, you just took spots number 34 and 35, and this is complete now. And then for everyone who missed box number 1, here's box number 2. It started. We're going to run it. Looking for Pikachu. We're looking for Gengar. And really anything else. Like we saw that there was a melodic in there, and that's really cool as well. Now, she says, put the rest toward Slab away. Sounding correct? Minus 135. So you have $81 left over after that. We're going to put that toward your Slab away. What is this music? This music sucks, dude. Are you saying to start one? Wait. Let's see. She says, put mine towards Slab away for Professor Oak Poker. Oh, okay. So where can I find that card? Is that going to be up here on the table, maybe? Professor Oak Poker. Maybe it's down here in the Pricey Slabs channel. Let me check the Pricey Slabs real fast, because he sounds like he would be a Pricey Slab. No, he's not. He's either on the table or he's in the P box. Let me see if I see him. Ah, he's in the P box. Okay, cool. So let me go grab him. All right, let's see. Aha! Professor Oak. So I'm going to mark him as sold. Okay, Professor Oak sold. And over here, we're going to say Alicia Brown. Now, you had $81, so 20 gets applied for the Slab away. Let's get up to the A's. We're going to type in July 26, Alicia Brown. Professor Oak PSA 10, price of $320. Ask Quip to draw us a World Cup card. She probably would. 320 minus 61, right? So that would be the same as 261. Boom. All right, so you're up to date on that. This card gets put away. All right, now this box split is done, but we're kind of out of time. It's 6:30 right now. 6:30. So what that means is at the beginning of the nighttime stream, we'll be opening up the Crimson Invasion box. I'm sure you guys would like to see it right now, but just think we'll get to watch it in horizontal. So horizontal is nicer anyways. And I won't be rushed. You know, you don't want me rushing through it. So we won't have to rush through it if we do it tonight, okay? So tonight, the Crimson Invasion box break. Be sure to join that. If you don't know when it starts in about 8 hours. And you can also smash the bell button or the subscribe button so that you don't miss the opening, okay? Wagwan with the box break tonight. Bro, you got on too late. I know. Well, it'll be the first thing we open, okay? So we won't open it at the end. We'll open it at the start of the stream. But I don't have time to open it in the daytime, sadly. It's already 6:30. In fact, if you look at the stream time, we're just 10 minutes shy of 3 hours. So, yeah, we've done a full stream. We couldn't open it in 10 minutes. It will take like 25 to 30 minutes. It is. I'll be asleep. Here's a Mr. Shahir order real fast. He says 5 of the Crimson in the new split and 3 more prismatic. We'll be back on tomorrow as well. So tomorrow is Tuesday. I know, guys, it's not a perfect thing. It is. Let's see, Shahir. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. There you go. I'll be up and moving. Can you try for earlier, please? I bought like half the box. I'll try to start a little bit earlier, okay? Here's Oscar, here's Shahir. Technically, I could delay the opening to tomorrow daytime stream. I don't know if you guys would prefer that. Do you guys want me to I can delay it literally until Tuesday daytime. Let me see who bought in. So I guess a lot of the people who bought in sort of did buy in the daytime. Would you guys want it to be Tuesday daytime? Because I can totally do that. Who here, let me do a poll, okay? Give me a second. I'm gonna run a poll right now because I can afford to do that. Start a poll. When to host the box break? Monday late night, and the other option is Tuesday daytime. Okay, I'm gonna start the poll and then I'm gonna finish this order for our friend Mr. Shahir. He needs 3 more prismatics. Traumatic prismatics. 1, 2, 3. All right. So I'll let you guys vote on the time that's more convenient for you. I wouldn't be surprised if the people in the chat recommended that we chose daytime, because a lot of you guys are probably going to say, well, I'm here in the daytime. Okay, you ready? Open tonight or tomorrow if they're awake. USA winning, question mark. What do you prefer? Can you try for earlier? Yeah, what do you think, Mr. NHCC? Would you prefer it on Tuesday daytime? Because we can do that. Doesn't affect me. I'm here every day. Oh man, I feel so nauseous right now. I had 2 boiled eggs and some ham for breakfast, and I just feel terrible after eating that. Like, I wouldn't feel terrible if I ate nothing. I like the way this Hound Doom looks. It's a cool artwork. Last pack. What do we got in the last pack? Pack number 3. Oh, yeah. Prismatic keeps stabbing you in the butt. That's rough, man. Dragon Pulled it is. Ow. My wrist. Just smashed it. Was Brazil already lost? Tuesday daytime. Horizontal, though. Yeah, we might be able to do that. Special horizontal stream for Tuesday. That's not a problem. All right, so let me go back to YouTube and see how the poll went. So the poll actually does say Monday. Let's see what you guys are saying. NHCC says Tuesday daytime horizontal. You guys, so they voted for Monday night. What do you think of that, NHCC? Let me choose end poll. And a poll. That's what I meant to say. So it was only 22 votes. Monday wins by pretty large margin. He says, I prefer that. When you say I prefer that, you're saying I prefer Monday. Is that what you're saying? I don't mind. So, so we can try to get it into the Monday stream, but it would be the very first thing we do, okay? Who cares if you didn't buy in, says NHCC. Yeah, he has a point. So he has a point. He did buy the most spots. I think that's actually a pretty fair point. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He bought 1/3 of the entire box. That's a pretty fair argument. I mean, it's almost like you could almost argue he should have 1/3 of the vote by himself. He says, who cares if you didn't buy in? Who else is in here deep? Jack Woodworth and Garrett Nadal and Shahir. How do you guys feel about it being Tuesday daytime? You guys like that? You guys are also big buyers in here. Tuesday daytime, horizontal. Let me grab this. Yeah, that's a fair point. We asked the audience, and the audience just said open as soon as possible, but the people who bought in maybe should be the ones who decide. I'm cool with waiting. Jack's cool with waiting. He has 3 spots. I got 20 spots. I vote for Monday. Money talks and yes walks. That's such a funny saying. All right. And then Garrett says he doesn't mind either way. All right, well, then it's been decided. NHCC wants the Tuesday daytime stream Crimson Invasion box break. So that's what we're doing with this one. I will also mention for tonight, Monday night, you guys could all pile into this one if you wanted. If this one finished real fast, we'll open it in the Monday stream immediately. So, and it'll be a different box, but it'll be open immediately. All right, so I'll separate the 2 boxes so that your fate is sealed. And there you go. Tuesday, a box is getting opened. Monday night, a box could get opened if it sells out in time. All right, very cool, guys. I'll see you there for the late night Monday stream. Thank you, guys.